Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, happy Valentine's Day.
Do you believe in love after love?
Now.
Welcome. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Let's go, guys. Did you get that in my chocolate? No, you didn't.
I got it on you, though.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's all over you.
Oh, God.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
I hope you're spending it with the one that you love.
And if you're not, then I hope we're the ones that you love.
Yeah, hopefully you love everybody.
Someone needs to tell me that at least once every
couple minutes.
Yeah,
2
give
minutes,
or take.
getting
I have like one of those problems where if I don't hear like self-satisfaction or from others, like I start to crumble.
Just slowly. And you have yours is a 2-minute span?
Yes.
Okay.
What is yours?
What's yours?
What's your span? How often do people need to tell you that they love you?
Other people, or can you yourself?
Before you hate yourself.
Like, can I tell myself?
No, it doesn't work that way.
It's got to be others.
It doesn't work that way. So if you'll notice, we've got a theme today. That theme is Valentine's Day. Mine is Final Carpet. I'm here with the wonderful toaster loading,
at
ladies
your
and
service.
We're all decked out here. I hope you guys are celebrating, even if you don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day, because in reality, I don't subscribe to what Valentine's Day is.
I haven't subscribed to Valentine's Day either yet. Twitch.tv/Valentine's Day.
It's too much money a month, honestly, to subscribe to Valentine's Day.
It is the second largest holiday for cards being sent. So sending cards.
I'm guessing the largest would be my birthday.
You would be right.
Zing.
Got him. Today, we have a lot of fun things in store. Obviously, besides just chocolate fountains, we have a special guest.
Oh, we do a special guest
here in the studio. I'm actually looking at him right there.
Yeah, we can see him.
Yeah, we can see he's smiling
Hi,
now.
special guest.
Hello, special guest.
Wave. There you go.
You don't know. You can't see him because you can only see this, but he will be on a little later. So hopefully you guys.
So I did just notice, and I'm mostly curious on the back of this chocolate fountain that we created ourselves. It does say household use only.
That's right.
Now I'm mostly curious of what else.
Like why did they have to put that on there?
Yeah.
Like, what did someone do that, you know, like where was this? I can't even think of it.
Stop trying to use this like on ski slopes.
Yeah, and a plane. Yeah.
I'm sure there's some planes with chocolate fountains.
There's
not this one.
This
one's household use only.
Yeah, you'll never see this one on a plane. You only see this one in your home.
So I hear you have a story. Something has unturned.
Yeah.
So we always, first of all, if it's your first time here, welcome.
Yeah.
Would you like to open up with some fun story time? So he's been going through an interesting learning experience, and I want him to share this with everybody. Yeah.
So as Carpet notes a little bit, a few days ago, I got a text message from a chat service. So it seems like some company got my phone number, and a woman named Mary23 sent me a message the other night, and it just said, "Hello, this is Mary23. Hello, I just signed up on the chat and came along your interesting profile. Where are you from and what are you looking for?"
Also, I do like that your profile doesn't say where you're from.
No, or what I'm looking for. But it's interesting, apparently. I said, "I think you're a robot." The next morning, she said, "Good morning. You think I'm a robot, lol? May I ask why is that? Is it so impossible for a female to give you attendean?" Which I think she meant attention.
I'd assume.
So I said, "I haven't gotten attendean from a female in many moons." And then she said, "Yeah, I figured this out. Maybe because you are very negative? Question mark. How old are you?" Also not my profile.
Your profile is just your phone number.
It's just my phone number. I said, "All my family has dumped me for my negative. I'm the worst. I'm old enough to have 4 grandkids. Old enough to watch them neglect me and their mothers. Old enough to have my family hate me. Old enough to forget. Old enough to forget. Old enough." She said,
look how poetic that is.
She said, "Don't be that negative. Life is very short, way shorter than you think. We need to enjoy life and keep with us only the positive people who care for us. I'm sorry to hear that your family has dumped you. I am sure they don't know what they're missing." At this point, I go, she's not a robot. Like, there's no way this girl's a robot. I said, "I'm sold. How much money would you like?" She said, "Whoa, sorry, you got it all wrong. I don't want your money. The chat service may want it, though, lol. I'm a hairstylist. What about you?" I said, "Oh, I thought you wanted my money. Do you charge for throat cuts? I'm a Tuesday on the horoscope." She said, "I try to avoid sliding throats." I think she meant slitting. "Unless I have smart butts sitting in my chair." She didn't use the word butt. "Anything's possible. I'm originally from France, raised in the U.S., but now I live in this place." I'm not going to say that place. "Will you introduce yourself?" I said, "Formidable. Mi famille venait de faire un voyage en France. Puis le procès sous les petites décisions." No, I don't even know what it is. I responded to her in French. To which she said, Ah, joli spectacle, which means nice show. I don't like speaking to people who don't even introduce themselves. Unless you tell me your name and your age, I'm out of here. Lots of kisses. And I said, are you leaving me too?
Oh, no!
Are you lonely?
What a legend!
And then she said, yes, I am alone in life, but not alone. I'm surrounded by people most of the time, but in my soul, I am very alone.
She said this?
She said this. I am single. What about you? That's what she said to me. I said, that's good. Community is very important. I am not lonely in my soul. I have Jesus. To which then I got, in order for Mary23 to receive your text messages, you need coins. For every text that you send, we donate to cancer foundations. To stop receiving messages, text stop. Click here to choose a plan to meet Mary23. And then there's a link. And then I said, in order to keep texting me, you need coins. For every text that you send, we donate to the French American Hairdressers Foundation. To stop receiving messages, send help. I thought it was done. I thought I hit the line, everything's good. An hour later, I get from Mary23, I'm heading home. My day was very busy. I definitely need a drink, lol. What are you up to? I said, I'm sorry, I can't give you any Bitcoins. And then same like automated message I got back. All right, I thought that was it. Everything's done. Last night, the system had me buy coins so I can text you. You better be worth it. If you'd like, we could get to know each other better. My day was really stressful. I'm definitely in need of a glass of wine. What about you? What are you up to? That's where I left it. That was the conversation. Now I want you, chat. How do I respond? What do I send back to Mary23? Because she wants to get to know me better. She wants to grab a glass of wine. Let me know in chat what I should say, and I will. Hey, Mary23 is in chat, apparently.
That had to be,
that's great.
Hands down, the best.
It's still going.
It's been days.
Listen, it's Valentine's Day. This girl's lonely. I don't want her to be alone. She's alone in her soul. So let me know what I should. She should tell her I love her. So thank you guys. Let me know in chat what I should say to her as Carpet here explains what you guys were watching.
So this is BattleRekt. You aren't just watching a bunch of anecdotal experiences that we've been going through, although you will get a lot of that.
You'll get part of that
throughout the rest of this episode and the one that's shortly after for North America. Yep. This is BattleRekt. So it is a BattleRekt tournament. Started yesterday. It was open sign up. Anyone could sign up. It is now closed forever. This is the last episode.
This is it.
Indefinitely.
Week 9.
And by forever, I mean like until I tell you.
Until we get funding.
Yeah. until Mary23.
Until Mary23 forks over
coins.
some French hairdresser money.
Yeah. So everyone started yesterday. We whittled it down to the top 8. Everyone is essentially playing for cold hard cash. But before we get to the prize pools, just to give you guys an idea of what the format is, if you ever played BattleRekt within the game, it's a win score 3, right? If you win 3, you win the map. So essentially for us, you have to do that best 2 out of 3 times. So you get a potential to play 3 against your opponents, but if you win 2 maps in a row, you will then take the series and move forward. Snake draft system for the champion picks, alternate banning for the maps, and then for the finals, the only thing that changes, it is a win score 5 within the maps. I'm done talking about it. No more.
Now let's talk about the prizing. Like Carpet said, they're playing for cold hard cash, a $9,000 total prize pool. At the beginning of these 9 weeks, we have got rid of most of it. $8,000 gone. All that's left is $1,000. That breaks down every week to $500 for NA, $500 for EU, and then within those broadcasts, that is broken down to $350 for first place and $150 for second place. So if any of these guys who make it to the final round have Valentines, I feel like their significant others like, hey, I know you got money.
Yeah.
Like, I know you got money. Where are my flowers? Where are my chocolates?
I don't understand flowers.
Where's my puppy?
I don't get them.
Hey, here's this thing. Watch them die.
Yeah. Watch them. I have removed them from what keeps them alive
that's what
to give to you.
That's what's so beautiful about it. You were like, I'm going to murder for you.
Yeah. Going to murder plant life for you.
It is beautiful.
I imagine it's really similar to like, you want a part of me? Here's my pinky. It's going to die very soon. I'm also now less of a person. But at the same time, this means a bunch, right?
Take it.
All right, so
think about that. The bracket's ready. Let's take a look at who the top 8 are who have made it to our final week. This is a big. By the way, look at those sick hearts. Our graphics guy, Jordan, what a boss. First up, Don't Read This versus Easy Money.
Hold up. Are some of those in front of the bracket and some of those behind? I'm sold. This guy's a legend.
Look at that. They go in and out. It's just this broadcast is full of love. Second matchup is going to be 365 12 Days BTW versus Imperium. Third, Impact versus the Demon's Servants. And finally, Peruvian Prodigies versus Don't Stay AFK Man. Oh, Dons. Dons Stay AFK Man.
So Dons is going to stay AFK Man.
Maybe they have a guy named Dons on their team like, dude, listen, we just needed you as our third, but you suck. like, please, can you just stay, just go.
Literally,
we needed you to log in and be a part of the tournament. Sit in base, please.
It's worse having you move around. Also, why do you pick Xander? You keep portaling me the moment I don't want it.
Yeah, he's like, well, what if I just run in there? Be a distraction. No, you give him energy. You get hit by all their things. Please, just stay in the base, Dan. Dan, just stay in the base.
The best thing you are is an energy and health drop when you die.
That's right. That's right. Last week, if you guys missed that, don't read this, was the victors against Impact.
Yes.
So Impact have been dominant for this entire series, made it to the finals, but they lost. So don't read this last time. So we're gonna take a look at them. But we are so happy we're here. Without further ado, let's get into the first match of the day. It's 365 12 days BTW versus Imperium.
I think it's 3, 6, 7, 5, 12 days.
Oh, is it the song?
Yeah.
Wow, good for them. It's Jurgen, Hot Biscuit, and Buse.
Buse. Destiny and Lucy. So Destiny got some more changes. A patch just hit.
Oh, that's right.
If any of you have or haven't played recently, a patch did just hit. Bako got a little bit more consistent damage, which of course is a Bako main. I am a very
happy man.
Destiny got some changes, but I think people are stopping to play Destiny for just raw damage and just like pooping on people, but more so specifically for her utility. Her EXE is pretty fun. The wall can be a lot of heavy orb control.
Knocks around.
Her spacebar, her counter, a lot, and even just her Megasphere has so much presence. Everyone has to start kind of running away.
Yeah.
And it does help land some damage. It is effectively also a giant, massive AoE silence, or spell block, I should say.
Huh, yeah.
Because if she smacks with her M2, it has
Splash
the same effect
damage
into everything with the Megasphere.
Right.
So I think people are now starting to veer towards just using her more for her utility. Also, her EXM1, phenomenal, right? Shielding people just for pew-pews. That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Essentially, big things to look at the change for Bako. I actually were a really big fan of his Howling Axe as BattleRekt. So if he makes, it used to be if he lands his axe, his M2, his Blood Axe, it reduces the cooldown by 1 second. They increased that to 1.5 second cooldown reduction.
Huh.
So now, if he hits his Blood Axe,
that is significant.
If he hits his Blood Axe, his M2 essentially gets a 2 second cooldown. Wow. So I'm essentially just like poking damage.
Wow,
as
you're like a range.
And then I build Snare on it as well. It's a lot of fun, but that's also in 2s. In 3s, it's totally different. So we're gonna see how things go today. You've got the Pew Pew Queen against the Bako and an Ashka. Hot Biscuit trying to line up some ultimates, and Jurgen, apologies. It's Jurgen on Pestilence.
All right, starting right out already. Rook's counter, not even going to get hit. A nice E-dash there, and look at Bako go. You talked about the more damage, and he is hopping all over the field. Already got Rook to almost half. He's going to watch out for that counter. The counter is back up. But Buse is just in the backline by himself. The rest of the team is just free to do damage, infesting into the orb, and 365 is going to pick up orb number 1.
Yeah, Buse is getting insane value right now out of almost all of Bako's cooldowns, which is a difficult thing to do generally. A double incapacitate, the ultimate from Destiny, but into just a single player.
Look at that. It was the stun into the wall from Bako, followed up by the stun on Hot Biscuits. Ashka, he's got the ultimate ready. Got to be careful, though. Buse is getting pretty low, forced to use the shield. He does proc the counter there with the axe, so not going to get any damage in, but luckily, Rook is not going to use it to do any of his own. And Hot Biscuit getting aggressive. He's got a lot of HP to do it. And look at Rook just taking all the M1s. Finally not going to get baited out there by that spacebar. Barrier is down. They're looking for him, but with the counter, they're actually going to find Destiny first.
Of all people to go for first. Lucy's going to go down. Rook. He missed it. He was actually still able to snag it. Not going to be enough. I think that honestly, the early push from Bako gave them a huge advantage in the first, I'd say, 20 seconds. He went and he was able to get value straight onto Rook, get the max health damage. Then the moment he got energy, he built up energy faster than most people out there. He was able to get an incapacitate on their support almost immediately, so Lucy couldn't even roll out of it. She had to sit there. Then he was able to get a bulwark stun onto Rook as well, put some damage on Lucy. Overall, every single ability that he put out dealt the maximum amount of utility and damage that it could have. That opening was big, so if he doesn't open like that, expect this to be a bit more even.
Let's find out here, yeah, if he can bait again that Rook out. Looking for that space bar. E down for Hot Biscuit. Oh, look at the Queen stopping Rook right in his tracks. Nice support there. But now Buse got to be careful. You talked about it. The opening not as good, and look at all the damage he's taking. He might just fall right here, force the shield out, and space bar away. And now Imperium is looking pretty strong to take the center orb. But no! 365 is going to take themselves.
Destiny looked like she wanted the space bar either for the Bako kill or for the orb. She went for the orb, but they didn't get it anyways, and now Bako's in a tight spot. Destiny's got ultimate. She goes for the kill, and she gets it, nearly hitting Ashka as well, but he space-bars out of it. He's got an ult. He might be able to take out Rook.
They gotta be careful. Rook getting it feared there. Infest down.
Red team
The 2v3, again, we've seen it done before. 365, especially with Hot Biscuits, has a lot of health. Imperium's looking to take out that support. There we go, the ultimate. He gets 2 people before the barrier went on Destiny, so that was some good value there. Also, we have Jurgen holding on to an ultimate himself, and that is what we've seen how much damage those Scarabs can do. The stun not quite going to stop Rook's spacebar. He's going to get a little bit of value there. But now they've got center control. What is 365 going to do?
Hot Biscuit just got out of so much damage, an incapacitate and a fully charged M2 and a rush from Rook. He didn't get hit by any of those. Him and Pestilus are so split right now. This is a very dangerous situation to be in, but oh my god, he almost took out Destiny. The M2 burst damage. They did hit her counter though. She's able to get a little bit of damage out.
Oh! He gets the orb as well as Destiny! That is exactly what 365 needed. Now, Imperium's got to be careful. 37%. They're still in the lead. They've got their supports up, but it's tough here. Rook being the melee. Hot Biscuit, just a lot of poke on him. Lands a Berserk. You're going to watch a counter being used. Let's see if he can get an in cap against the wall, but he's just trying to build up energy. He can't find it.
Red team claimed the
Red team's
big
secure
orb
that.
for them.
Yeah.
Big orb.
Petrify onto Pestilus. It's going to save him from a little bit of heals. Hot Biscuit has his ultimate already again. Pestilus has been holding his for what feels like an eternity.
The entire game.
Just holding the ultimate. But again, once he uses it, he knows he won't have any shield. There it is. Spacebar into Ashka with the ultimate, so
now,
dealing a little bit of damage extra.
Here's the thing, though. I think Imperium is in a good place. You've got the Death Warders coming in. Hot Biscuit is no longer able to stay as far away from a Rook, and the longer this goes on, the more I think Imperium is going to be in. But here's the ultimate. They're waiting for the counter already baited out. One going to miss, one going to be used for healing. Let's see where that final one goes. He's holding on to it. He gets the damage on a Rook, and that is no damage to laugh at, as well as the panic. That is going to be it for Rook. Now we've got a Lucy. She's got her ultimate in.
No, she had to use her roll.
Oh, now it's gone.
They know to keep pressure on her. She had to use the roll to stay in, and that is going to be it from a 2v3. 365 will take round number 2.
Blue team wins the round.
I can't even remember what Wait, what were they called normally? Hot Biscuits team.
They were usually Ailamalkek.
Ailamalkek. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So they've changed it to yet another simple thing to pronounce.
Was Buse on that team?
I think it swapped sometimes between Buse and someone else.
Well, it's good to see all the, again, it's fun to keep seeing this. If you guys are new here, this tournament is not locked in. We don't have roster locks for the entire 9 weeks. Every single week is its own individual tournament, so teams can switch up. We thought we'd see a lot of friendships break. Not really sure. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, yeah. We saw what we thought to be a rage quit.
But yeah, we'll find out, though. We'll talk about that maybe a little later. Right now, 365 looking to take map number 1 here. See what Imperium can do. They had a good start onto Buse last time. Now Buse about to be feeling refreshed. Had a lot of time to think about what to do for this round. And looking like it's starting off much better for them.
Ooh, couldn't get the in cap, but did force a roll out of Lucy. She couldn't get out of there, but with no bulwark, he will get panicked away, deadly inject. Now he's just dealing with the Rook. Ashka's already going to have his ultimate.
Gosh.
Takes out Destiny. She gets bursted down by the Bako. No ultimate for her, and she will die first.
Yeah, stunned M1 there by Jurgen, as well as the ultimate from Hot Biscuit to follow it up. That is tough, losing your range that far on. It looks like Rook knows it's over. They just want to start a new map. 365 is going to take map number 1.
Nicely played by 365, especially in that 2v3 situation when it was just Ashka and Pestilus, and I hope this isn't yet another rage quit. Also, I think I just called him Aska.
Aska. So another thing that changed with Bako is the shield bash. Damage increased from 4 to 6, and now it's fun because I feel like when people hear those numbers, if they're not really familiar with BattleRekt, they go 2 damage increase. Like, you gotta remember, 40 damage is your max HP.
Yeah.
2 gets very significant in that. It's like 18%
of
40.
We'll go with it. You know, it's Valentine's Day. I think you need this. I think you need this.
So I was sick all yesterday.
Yeah.
Still sick today. But I thought maybe the power of love would make me feel a little better. But we are going to be sharing.
Is it working?
We are going to be sharing this chocolate. So
we will be.
I think it goes through.
It
goes through a hot thing.
Yeah. This is scalding. Look at it. You can tell.
That's why it's not. That's why it's not meant for external use outside of a home.
Because it's so hot.
It's so hot. Kids just going to run up and touch it.
But isn't that? It's for household use though. Isn't that the exact opposite?
We've got a replay for you guys. It was Ashka ulting onto Destiny down at the bottom here. Let's just take a look at it. So I think she gets stunned right at the beginning. Because usually, I'm not sure, but usually Hot Biscuit, he likes comboing that. He puts the stun up, and then after the stun has been cast, he instantly ults. That way they're just locked down into it. Again, making sure that no one has any mobility. But here we go. Hot Biscuit, there he goes. Gets the stun. Once the stun hits, it's just a guaranteed ult landing. I want to know how much damage that is together. So the stun plus the ult. Like, how much just raw damage is that together? The ult does. We can find out.
I have it here.
Let's do it.
The other thing, so a lot of what Ashka did there to play around, knowing that Destiny had no more spacebar, you know, all she has left is her counter. So
yeah.
obviously both his stun and his ultimate do not trigger counters.
Yes.
But he knew that when a Destiny feels cornered, she does Mega Sphere, right? Because it'll help push you, she can silence you potentially, and just deal a lot of burst damage to start winning a trade. So he made sure to play back, stay away from the Mega Sphere damage, put the stun in a place where she had to at least maneuver around where he could start channeling her. Either she moved down and he didn't also get orb, but he probably would have WASD'd anyways to still angle it. Because if you'll notice that his, you know, Hot Biscuit excels at multiple targets with his ultimate. He rarely tunnel visions.
Yeah,
He's always getting at least two things.
It's like I imagine what Iron Man sees, that targeting system.
Yeah,
that's what Hot Biscuit sees.
Yeah, when
all
he's
the time.
Just like at his desk.
Yeah, he's just he's tracking everyone. Not like hacks.
Are you saying you saying he has hacks?
No. Like
Hot
that's
Biscuit, explain yourself.
That's how his mind just works.
His mind is a hack.
So looked it up. Look, his ultimate base damage 36. And then his Q, 20. So if you hit both of them, that's 56 damage, and you have to remember the tick that keeps happening. So it is his ult can maximum hit 68. So, but you're looking at the base, you're hitting 56 damage, and that is a good chunk of health. A lot of, taking out a third, or over a third of a lot of supports, a lot of squishy people's health.
And there is a chance that Ashka can build the extra 10 damage onto his Q, onto his stun, which would then increase that combo damage
by 10.
By 10.
By a factor of 10.
Not a factor of, just by 10.
If I say a factor, is that multiplicative?
It is, yes.
Rip.
Yeah.
Rip me. Hey, so we're waiting for the next draft to get underway, and we talked about the chocolate fountain. We have these things.
We do.
So we got people.
We've each got one.
We've each got this silver tray of goodies.
The sound of marshmallows hitting a table in discussion
pretty
is
comical.
All right, so we also have these awful convection hearts. Whatever
these things are amazing.
I hate these things. So here, I'm gonna give you one. You give me one.
Okay. I'm just gonna blind pick it.
You're gonna blind pick it?
Yeah, blind pick. This is my love for you. What's this one say?
Hold on. I want to get a good one.
Can you read this?
Can you guys?
Can you guys read this?
Yeah,
here, go to my ISO. Is this readable?
Here, I got you.
Can you guys read that? It says one kiss.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
One kiss. Only one?
Dream date.
This is a dream date for me.
Aww.
This is it.
This is the best Valentine's Day I've ever.
In the chocolate.
Go.
It's gonna be disgusting. What am I doing?
Ding. Oh.
I hate these things. I feel like I'm eating medicine. Covered in chocolate.
That is absolutely horrible.
The plus side, I'll never eat these things again now because it just made it that much worse.
These are bad. Where'd these come from? Who thought this is a good idea? Maybe it's just a chocolate. It is medicine.
Are we doing marshmallows?
It is medicine-like.
But wait for the next draft?
Yeah, hopefully you guys at home, you guys got your chocolate fountains.
Yeah, just go on, quick. Grab them.
I did too much.
This model in specific was actually $500+. So you should go for a cheaper one.
I hope no one believes that. Wow, chocolate fountains are that's a good market.
Be careful of your microphone. I just almost touched my microphone. Oh. Wow, that is sickly sweet.
Oh, man. Happy V-Day, baby!
Oh.
All right.
Oh, God, I need black coffee. Why is there cream in this?
How's everyone doing?
Happy Valentine's Day. First of all, what are your plans for Valentine's Day? And if you don't celebrate it, just what are your plans for the day?
Or like fun Valentine's Day stories. How did you today, or are you, well, I guess in Europe it's later
evening
on.
now, yeah.
Did you today, was today the day you're like, I'm going to ask her out, or I'm going to talk to him?
And did he or she say yes?
Yeah.
Or did it crash and burn, and are we your consolation? Are we here to help you feel better?
And if so, gosh dang it, welcome. You know, we've all been there. I've been there.
Do you want a hug? An internet hug? An e-hug? E-hug doesn't sound very good.
It's like a worst case of eHarmony. It's
ehug.com.
Like, it's not about dating. It's about hugging.
Yeah.
You can't sleep.
No, I couldn't think of a good one.
It's like E. Yeah,
There you go.
It's just like that. The draft is ready. Let's get into it. 365 is up. One map. Imperium. They're gonna switch to Baco. I like it.
Oh, Clooney said he asked out his Toaster. Toaster said yes.
Hey! Congratulations, Clooney.
Clooney, are you quote unquote playing again today?
Whoa!
No, I'm just saying because Iska's had his friggin' name on forever.
Yeah. Sirius. So you're going to hear go from Pestilus, switch to a Sirius. I like it. And then a Rygon who has a sick skin coming up.
Oh, easy. Oh my God. First of all, let's make everybody jealous. So I spent a couple of dollars on some of the chests. The ones that like guarantee a rare or legendary.
Yeah.
First two I got. First one, Rakan's legendary skin. Second one, Rakan's legendary weapon.
No way!
I don't play Rakan that much, but you're damn right I do now.
Wow.
Because that skin is friggin' sick.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I want to see someone play Rakan today just so I can see him.
Yeah. Oh, did any of you guys have the new legendaries yet? I don't.
I don't.
This guy has both.
I've got I got a couple others. I don't know. I opened up like 20 chests. I spent
Holy snap!
Maybe like 10.
Happy Valentine's Day.
12. That's what yesterday I was like, this is for tomorrow.
So I want to get back to this Mary 23 girl, right? As we wait to load into the map. So question for you guys: do you think it's morally right to do what these services do? Because they are essentially using people's loneliness to get money. You know?
But is that a bad thing, right?
Right.
When you think about
the
it,
question is that a bad thing? And
because
do you think
when you look at like what people think, I don't want to get too much into it. We have a game coming up. But when you look at how people think,
food
it's
for
like,
thought for later.
What's so wrong about like, you know what? I'm not feeling great. I'm gonna put some money on, so like put some money down on something so that like I can have a friend.
We
for a
looked
day.
at the service. $20 for 10 text messages. $20
Okay, that's
for 10 text messages.
That's just like someone who has no bit of leniency. That's pretty savage.
It's a lot of money.
All right, so first of all, let's talk about the fact that we see a Rygon. We're going to see a Rygon and Jurgen's on Sirius. Probably similar playstyle to how you see Shifu's Sirius played. Rygon's going to, again, suffering from all-in. He'll be there the whole time, trying to hunt that Lucy down. And now with the Jamong trying to dish as much damage out as he can. He's got to be careful of the Rain of Arrows combos.
I mean, he's all in, but he is taking a whole bunch of damage, being panicked right back out again. He jumps even further in. It looks like they're moving at super speed. What is going on? They've targeted Lucy. That is who they are going for. And look at the damage! She drops just like that. Man, when you build a comp where all-in works with you, it works.
Oh, but there it is, the trade kill. Baco building up for an ultimate with no one paying attention to him. This is actually going to be really big for him.
I like it.
Ashka's going to get off an ultimate. Baco's going to have to stand in the middle of that. He puts out the bulwark for safety, takes a banana to the back, and they get the orb, so that's going to get him a little bit of health back. Jamong trying to get through that wall. Ooh, Sirius is going to have ultimate, though. Baco needs to be careful.
Yep, looked like Jurgen was holding on. Is he going to use it?
No, he's going to die.
He just gets stunned into it. Maybe Hot Biscuit's like, I got this. Give it to me.
I got this. Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Give it to me. See if Hot Biscuit's going to go for that. No, he does not get the center orb. It is now a 1v2, 13% to 32%. But if anyone can do it, it is Hot Biscuit. We've seen this man do some pretty crazy outplays. We got an ultimate on Baco. Oh, mounts right up. Hitting that M2 does not feel good.
The hitbox range.
Nice space bar jumping over the other side.
He wants to ult for this. He's going to get the stun. One M2 into Baco before the bulwark. He's going to E out of that Blood Axe and the Rain of Arrows. A lot of value there. But again, now he's just got to deal with the poke. And the poke proves too strong. M2 and EXE coming right after. If he hadn't gotten smacked with that, Imperium will take the first round after conceding the first kill.
Yeah.
So it's still good on them.
Baco ult.
I mean, and again, when you're building a team composition that involves with let's do everything we can to kill somebody, you'd better hope that you can either be protected and or escape afterwards, because you noticed they just couldn't. Rygon was just a little bit too deep in there, and Rygon was able to get pushed down by Baco with the ult.
Yeah, basically it's like if you're going to do that, you got to do it quicker than your opponent is going to get energy. Because as you can see, Baco just built up there. Oh, a nice stop. Either knock him into the petrify, into the stun. Look at all that damage on Baco. Can use that spacebar, but now I don't think he has much. With the barrier down, the spacebar down, he's forced to use his R there to get a little bit more shields. Center orb going to get knocked around, and is going to go over to Imperium. And there we go. Use now. He's kind of behind enemy lines. Got to be careful. He's just slowly taking damage. Miss Blood Axe.
There it is. The Ashka ultimate already coming out. He builds up energy so quickly. Ignite now on Nabako. He's just going to actually go in and try and engage in the backline, but Sirius has ultimate. He can't pull him out of it. It gets eat out. Blue team will secure orb. No, sorry, was that red team?
No, it was blue team. I like it. Jurgen, he turned his kind of final bits of ultimate just to get the center orb there to guarantee that he can get it down for the rest of his team to finish it off. 1 orb to 1 here in round number 2. The Bulwark up, looking for that barrier now after the space.
Trying to push in on Sirius. The moment Sirius thinks he's got some confidence, Bako has an ultimate waiting in the chamber.
Yep. Let's see where he puts it. Hot Biscuits E is down. There's a space bar. He might ult now. He does. He looks for it, but he rides right by.
That's two ultimates.
Look at that, though. Lucy getting melted by both Sirius and Ashka. And they're looking a little bit better. No real opportunity for a cross kill here yet. And picking up that orb, evening up that HP pool overall.
Yeah, this is actually really big for them. It was also the point that at that point, Red had no more energy left, so they couldn't even get a heavy burst combo. Jamong couldn't do what he does best, which is just dump about 120 damage in 3 seconds. He didn't have the energy to do so at the time, and Bako had just whiffed his ultimate. And then on top of it, you saw Lucy ultimate right after that. Ashka ulting out of it, but trying to help them secure a kill.
Look at that. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that one yet.
So much sound.
All that money.
And then also...
It's a good combo. The goal is to have 3 champions that all have sound-based win screens.
And just, it's just sound. Sounds.
All the words that I'm thinking of are not appropriate to say.
Yeah, that's also why I stopped talking.
All right, 1-1 here, map number 2. Looked like 365 pulling back Rygan a little bit. Ooh, Robert already off the bat though, getting that stun. Ooh.
Bako using his weekend to get in and using his space to get out. He still has an E left in there. He's going to Bulwark, trying to engage.
They're going to do what they're doing, try to do last time, which is just slowly poke down Bako. There it is, React.
Again, Rygan just loses so much. The moment he doesn't have parry and they know it. He might actually just die here. Another rain of arrows coming down on him, but he just gets out of there.
Ash's got the ultimate. Let's see if Imperium tries to overcommit. But if they don't, looking like they are good to take this one. 90% overall. Oh, space bar. I was like, man, he got knocked up for a long time. Baka using that space bar. They do get the second orb, which is nice. Gonna slowly start getting that HP back. But look at Booze. Booze?
Booze.
Look at Booze.
Booze. Yeah, I actually don't know. Maybe he need to let us know. All right, Rygan, not a lot of health. He gets panic, which means now he could potentially get bursted, but he runs too far. Red team secures an orb. The panic actually saved him there, because no one was able to follow suit on that. But there's the ultimate. No, they just WASD out of it while Sirius uses his R. His counter gets hit, but he uses it to run. Jamong's ultimate's now down as well. A lot of energy just used up for Red. Lucy used roll, so she doesn't have hers either.
Oh, the parry came up just too late. He was trying to reflect that deadly inject. He's not going to get it. They get an in capped on 2 members. If there's ever a time to find Jamong, it was now, but I'm not sure that this is going to be enough. With Sirius falling, it looks like Imperium's going to go up 2-1.
Looking to tie it up in maps. This team composition proving to work a little bit better.
What's up, Havoc?
Are we considered stream?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Are we?
We're streaming.
Fair. Oh wow, this is actually getting significantly better.
Is it?
Yeah, it used to be just dribbling, but now like
it's getting
like,
worse.
Yeah,
it's getting hotter too. Oh, it's smoking.
Oh, it's on fire.
Oh, it's on fire now.
Fire chocolate.
I can't believe they trusted us with candles. The dumbest thing. My parents knew not to do that, guys. My parents.
This is my first time I've actually been around them because I was never allowed.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck, studio. I mean, mom's basement.
3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go. Will Imperium tie it up 1-1. Or will 365 come back? 365. Yeah, man. Line.
Yeah, yeah.
And down with it one
That's
more
exactly
time.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Get low, get low, get low, get low.
Yeah, I'm not singing any more of this song, or else we will get banned from Twitch.
You think my voice is that accurate?
No.
Blue team won the orb.
All right, blue team with orb control. Look at them just pushing them back into their spawn. The control of Rygan, again, just being able to push in. The double petrify. They have to be super careful. There's the ultimate in from Sirius. It's going to force Lucy back. Rygan just knows he has the chance to push in. He uses his R.
He's just by himself there.
He doesn't care right now.
No, he's just staring.
He's going to have parry up very soon. He's actually spacing towards his friend. In cap on Jamong.
He's back. He's all over the place.
He doesn't care right now.
Looks like Lucy should fall here. Oh, barrier up just in time to save her as well as the shields from Baco. Look at that sustain. This is why shields are so important. The ultimate goes through, does just find Baco. He's based back in, but Hotbiscuit might die here.
They can try and take out Baco. Oh, no, everyone's dead.
Everyone's just dying here at the spawn. Oh! Right by. Baco did have an ultimate, not enough to get it off. And that is going to be tying it up 2-2.
Getting close, ladies and gentlemen. 3-6-5. Man, every time I say this, they're singing a song in my head.
It's so ingrained in us.
Yeah.
What year was that? Was that when we were in junior high?
That was a long time ago.
Was that junior high? Was that elementary school? For me, that was when I was still in my mother's womb.
I think I was in 5th grade, maybe 4th. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know how old I am. I don't know how old that song is.
3, 2,
By the way, tomorrow's my birthday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pre-birthday.
This is also a
broadcast.
pre-birthday cast. Just call it. Would you just call this?
A pre-birthday broadcast?
That's right.
I think we should bring you cake.
I don't want cake.
All right, here it is.
Oh, the parry M2 smack into Lucy.
Goodness. As well as Baco, he got stunned.
She's got no panic. I think Lucy might be dead. She had to roll out of here, and he's just going to go all in. I think she might just die.
Look at all the stun not going to hit, though.
They just want it. They just want it so bad they get the kill.
That's so insane. It is so much pressure. The Petrify as well.
Oh, he stayed in. Serious, you sicko.
Now they've got Jules by himself. He's running to try to find center, but it's going to be 365 who find it. The ultimate while he's in cap. You can't go anywhere. You're just staring death in the face. And it looks like 365 is going to secure the map, which is this one, number 2, moving on to the semis. Congratulations, both teams. Imperium, it was good to see you here for the final broadcast. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Enjoy the rest of it.
And all your loved ones, yes. Enjoy a nice bottle of Pierre Jablin and
this is the French you learned after talking to Mary.
After Mary.
Yeah.
Mary, my love.
My love.
I wonder what. So here's the thing. Not the first time that my profile, I've been texted by random like bots like that or people of like, hey, we found your profile. And now I'm questioning myself, what did I sign? Did I sign up for something a while ago and just forget? One of them I did. I said, I think you're a robot. No response. And it was really interesting because it got me. The girl said, the text said, hey, I was that girl you saw in the bar last night. And like, you and I smiled at each other. And if you know me, you know I don't go to bars. But even I was like, wanted it to be true. And I was like, was I at a bar last night? Maybe.
Maybe I have an alternate ego. Instead of a werewolf, you're like a bar wolf. Like it's not nearly as cool as a werewolf.
No.
Instead, you're just like you go to seedy bars and you like turn into like some like raging alcoholic.
And then I just drink once on the full moon. Once a month.
Once a month.
If you see me at a bar, please
wake him up.
Shoot me with a silver shot glass.
I was going to say, be careful what you wish for there, buddy. All right, so you saw what that team composition was capable of. Rygon and Sears in the burst damage. We saw it at the end. But let's take a look at the first one that we saw when Lucy got absolutely melted in the very first round of this Rygon matchup. You can see Rygon just going in. There's the stun. His team's doing everything they can. There's the parry. And then all of a sudden, I mean, what are you supposed to do in that situation? You've got stuns. You've got damage. You've got Sirius. You've got Rygon. Clarity potion.
Yeah, she even tried to push him back with the clarity. I like it. Not going to be enough. She's on fire.
I mean, Jamonk's even trying to body block. I mean, there's just not much.
You just can't get away from it.
There's nothing you can do.
Buse is in chat, said, told you how to bring my esports powers. You did. You did, Buse. They were beautiful. Someone wants you to be their Valentine. What do you say?
I am all of your Valentines today. Today, my Valentine's gift to you guys is that I am your Valentine. You can tell your friends. You can tweet it out.
That's amazing.
This guy is my Valentine's for the day.
Hey!
Yeah.
Look at that.
I don't do nice things very often, but this is one of those days.
Low5 thinks that this is too close to the edge of the table. Trust me, Low5. We hope this falls off at some point today.
Actually, the funniest part is like
we have a bucket of strawberries below us, so we hope it falls into that. That's the goal.
In reality, why it's so close to the edge? Well, because the power cable is just too short.
Power cable's like this long.
So I hope it makes you uncomfortable there, buddy.
Buddy o' mine.
Buddy o' mine. So this is just a couple of highlights from the match that we just witnessed. I like the team comp that we saw at the end, mostly because it's unique.
Yeah,
I imagine it sucks to go against because, again, as a Lucy, a simple mistake ruins you.
And I think that's what's so – I think this is why 365 could have brought that this time is any of the supports have either multiple escapes or their escapes just leave them harder to get for a longer period of time. Because it's Lucy, they're like, hey, guys, She has so much pressure to not mess up. I think this can work. And it worked.
But essentially, think of Sirius a bit like a shotgun.
Yeah, comes in, boom!
A shotgun that sometimes disintegrates when you're done with it. So he puts so much to going in sometimes that for the next at least 5 seconds, he's just like a free kill. And you watch that happen in one of the times where he went like as far as he could, and then he almost died. Then Rygon died instead, and then he was just nothing for the rest of the night.
Too late for them.
So it becomes very difficult when people like Rygon and Sirius go in like that, because if you don't,
this is why I couldn't play with these. Yeah. Other thing about Sirius I like that we've seen people in BattleRekt do, if you're on a ladder and you see a Sirius, it starts by a space in and then a counter.
Yeah.
Right? That's usually what happens. I like watching Sirius because I feel like more often they counter first.
Does this make you uncomfortable? Picking it up?
Here, hold on. No.
Oh, God. That actually almost worked.
Yeah, it almost worked.
It almost worked.
That all.
Oh, do we have ourselves a Valentine's Day fun fact?
Did you know that 15% of women today in the United States of America will buy themselves flowers?
Interesting. That is an interesting fact. I don't know if that's actually true. True or false, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? I still find the idea of flowers to be an interesting, and I get it's tradition. I get some things are just tradition. You have to do, not have to do, but sometimes you feel
some things are tradition. You gotta do them, or they will find you.
You gotta do it in the bath. You gotta poop in the bathroom.
I thought you were about to say you gotta do it in the bath.
I was actually referring to going to the restroom, but I realized that in the context it can be misconstrued.
You gotta do it in the bathroom.
Pearl and Pearl. We see a Pearl and a Jade and a Pestilus.
Unless you've got esports diapers.
Ronkler on Pestilus. Jade and Thorn. This Jade and Thorn is actually not anything terribly new. And another Bako. We're going to see quite a lot of Bako and Jade. So 2 Jades. They're going to be the ranged carries. I don't want to call them carries. But the ranged champions here. Yeah. They're going to have Pearl and Pestilus as supports and Thorn and Bako. When you look at the matchups as a core, Pearl doesn't really have a lot of CC, but hopefully Bako can make up for that. A lot of hard in caps.
And instead of CC, I kind of look at her bubbles as ability CC, you know? You know, it's like they don't stop you, they stop your abilities.
Most of them. The ranged ones.
Yeah.
And then melee, although nothing is more infuriating than a Pearl that spam bubbles while I'm just like trying to move around as Bako.
Yeah.
It's debilitating. It's crippling. I mean, I don't know about you, but those hearts are seriously amazing.
These things are great.
Yeah, our graphics guy.
He's top notch.
Top notch.
And look at all the hearts back here. The lights are pink for you guys. Everything is good.
It's actually for us. I requested.
So
I actually demanded. Let's be honest. I don't ask.
You don't ask.
I don't ask.
You tell.
And that is actually
don't ask, tell.
That is a lesson that you guys should learn. If you ever want something, never ask for it. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Just say what you want.
Either assume it's yours already, or just tell them.
Yes. Like,
tell them as it is.
For instance, if you're in school, got to go to the bathroom.
Get up
Instead
and
of
go.
say, hey, can I use the restroom? Say, I'm going to pee.
Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom,
Miss
teacher.
You will not get in trouble. God, we give the worst advice.
You get pulled away. You get pulled over by the cops. Say, I'm driving away.
I'm driving away now. Tell him.
You tell him. Again, don't listen to any of the advice here. We should have one of those things that like pops up like a disclaimer while we're giving facts.
3, 2,
all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Don't read this. Last week's champions against Easy Money.
Easy Money going with the Pearl, potentially burst combination. Thorn pirouetting in the middle when he's silenced up. Bako trying to jump on top of that space bar. Now we know the Thorn doesn't have a whole lot left, but Bako might get bursted all the way down.
Yeah, neither does Bako. The shield down. Gonna get panicked there. Bulwark down as well. He's gonna look for that space bar up. He's forced to use some energy for the shield, which means he can't build up for the ultimate, and he might just fall right here. Jade doing a nice job spacing. Gonna wait for that. The panic goes through. Jade is just gonna finish him off. Xanox there with that kill. Thorn ultimate ready. Both members of Easy Money stuck inside of it.
There's a lot of value there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There's something about that, like the sound too.
Talk about value. You hear both their bones like cracking as a bullet just shot through.
And honestly, look at the ratios. The size of that bullet is approximately the size of like a 40-inch television, just piercing through your body.
Coming out of a gun.
I mean, you're
at multiple hundreds miles an hour.
The sound, the smell, but the sound especially.
Because that's what we have to think about is it does stun you, so we have to think realistically, what is that bullet doing? Well, it's flying through your body at such speed that it's taking your bones and just pushing them. Like if you get hit from the side and it goes through one leg and then out the other, it's taking bones from one of your leg and putting it in the other, and then the other bones are just going out.
I lost you a while ago. I'm not gonna lie.
Into the world.
Bako really has been getting punished. He's gonna stay in with that space bar, but Thorn's actually gonna pull help his teammate there, support him. The silence. Jade actually, it's like Jade has the Bako voodoo doll. There's really nothing he can do against her. Her kit is just
oh my gosh.
Her kit is the no fun zone for Bako players.
Pearl getting.
Isn't that right, special guest? Hi, special guest. We can see him again. Don't forget, guys, we have a special guest coming for you just a little bit later today.
Yeah, buddy.
Be sure to stay here. Stay tuned in. We got some fun events planned for you guys on this Valentine's Day. Remember, we're celebrating with you as well. Don't read this. They're going to take an easy second round against Easy Money.
I'm assuming there are going to be way more Kappa Prides today than that. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we should have just enabled Kappa Prides.
Like disable all of the chat.
Yeah,
like
all you can do is Kappa Prides and hearts.
Or one of those programs that, like, even when you put a different emote, it only puts Kappa Pride anyways.
All right, don't read this one more round away. Someone asked where Guitar Guy is. Yeah, he's still here. Guitar Guy is still here.
He's here and he's hanging.
He's here and he's hanging.
All right. This time, the Bobcat's going to find some value. Double panic as well. Bako being a little bit more conservative with his abilities, which I like, again, because Jade can deal with him so well. Oh my gosh, you flipped around. The sniper's sitting there, but it couldn't find too much value. I actually don't know if it hit that Bako or not.
Yeah, I didn't see. Jade on easy money, though, going to get some value from her ultimate. Thorn might go down. He turns, though. He's looking for the Pearl. She did have her space for up. Gets pulled back in. Counter is down. Pearl might just fall right here. Double panic. And a Scarab to finish off Pearl. Now they might be able to find Thorn. Oh, look at that. There we go. So much healing bursted out from the ultimate from Pestulus, and this looks like it's going to be map number 1.
Difficult money is what they should change their name to. Difficult matchup, difficult money. Tough money, maybe?
Tough money.
What's more in
Tough money sounds. See, there's like old money. Oh, he's old money.
Yeah.
Or oh, he's new money.
Yeah.
I think tough money sounds awesome.
Tough money, I imagine, means you beat up a bunch of kids for their lunch
You're
money.
from the mob or something.
Oh, so isn't that blood money?
That's blood money. Yeah, you're right.
I guess tough money is like what you call it to your kids. Dad, why does that guy have so much money? Like, oh, he's got tough money, you know?
Or maybe his money's like tough to take.
Oh yeah. Good luck taking my money. I've got tough money.
Yeah, I'm tough money.
Because I've taped it down to the floor, and it's going to be really difficult to get up.
I've buried it under my floorboards.
Buried it under the floorboards?
Yeah.
Why is your floor made of dirt?
No, you pull up the floorboards and then you bury it under.
Would you call that bury?
Yeah.
I guess in my mind, I think
dirt
buried
under
means
my
dirt.
house. Unless you live like on a volcano.
And then what?
Then that's sick. Then you are my best friend.
And can we please come visit?
Can we please come here? How about this? Think about this. Your house on a volcano, but the floor is at like crazy strong glass, so you're just looking down into lava everywhere. But it'd be always bright. Maybe you have like shaders on your glass, so like at nighttime you can like shade the floor, so it like becomes darker. But imagine looking down to a volcano. Talk about hot.
So I also didn't tell anybody. I'm not that big a fan of chocolate, but it's okay. I'll enjoy it for the rest of the day because it's Valentine's Day. And whoever's plan this was, I want you to know that it was a great plan.
I love this. This makes me really happy.
So the first...
What other esports broadcast has a chocolate fountain
only the best
on their desk?
Only the best ones.
Happy Valentine's Day. Dang it.
Wait, I was like looking for my tray. It's right in front of me. So the first one going pretty handily. Over to Don't Read This. Don't Read This has a lot of control in that. A little bit of matchup. I think a little bit more just raw experience and skill.
Yeah.
And if you just look at the difference between the Baka that we just saw and the Baka that we are watching now, and you'll hear me speak to Baka a lot. He's the character I have the most games in.
He is your Valentine.
He is my real Valentine.
Iva is mine. We haven't seen the Iva Bako Valentine yet.
We haven't yet. I think I have like over 1,200 games with Baka. This one maybe 1,300.
Yeah. I have over like 12 on Iva.
Just 12.
Just around 12.
12, 13 maybe. I played earlier, so maybe.
Oh yeah, I played 13. Yeah, I'm at 13 now.
But just again, looking at the value that he gets from his individual abilities, a lot of times he was using them to dodge and or avoid things, as opposed to using it as a way to
go in. Right.
And that's actually, I think, what makes Bako a difficult champion, especially in twos. you really, while all your abilities look like they're defensive and mobility, the moment that you cast them and don't get anything out of it, you're just gonna take free
Just
damage.
a bigger,
and you're
bigger
losing
target.
a trait.
Yeah.
Every time you cast a bulwark, you better use that as a chance to close a gap because that's what it's there for.
Right.
Every time you use an E, you better do everything you can to push someone into a wall to get damage out of it. Even if you'd rather get out, get the stun,
And
get
then-
an M1,
and then run.
and then maybe
Right.
bulwark out of there. But
Yeah.
but just using it for the sake of moving is usually where a lot of Bakos will fall.
But watching a Banco spacebar in E and then bulwark, it's like, okay, you're dead.
Get him!
You're dead now.
Get him, boys!
What I do like about Baco is
He's tough money.
He has that EX that gives the AoE shield,
Yeah.
and I really like that because I think it's hard. That's a harder one to keep track of. You see him jump, you see him bulwark, you see him E. Everyone dive in, and then now he's got a little bit of an extra shield. And we saw him in the last map, not this one, but the last matchup where the Lucy and him. He kept Lucy alive for so long. You can use it for yourself. You can use it for your allies. So he's got a really fun support mechanic as long as you're fighting close. So I think it's I love Bako's kit. I think he's super
It's
fun.
a lot of fun, but definitely a lot of thinking.
Now, would you say, when you go up against range, I know you always build what you call the NASCAR build, which is the speed on the bulwark. Would you prefer more often than not, and again, things change, but to engage with a space or engage with a bulwark?
Bulwark. Hands
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially because my space is my only iframe. So generally you want to save that. I'm
Okay.
doing your taffy thing, by the way.
Oh, let's do it. We've got your
How long do I have to do this for?
fingers are gonna get wrecked.
Are they?
We've got our next draft. Don't read this versus easy money. I'm gonna start it too because this gets and with a bit of chocolate, it's gonna be so good. So yeah, just keep doing this and like kind of mush it around, and then
Destiny. Menla's
soon.
going to go with, I'm assuming. Oh, and
Xander!
Wrangler's on Xander with a Freya.
That's
Again,
beautiful.
we see people trying to use Freya, and usually lately it's been with Xander's. I think it's trying to help her get her kid a little more value. This is actually terrible today. My fingers are disgusting.
Get ready.
because of this damn marshmallow.
You are wrecked. Like this is bad. So see how it's already turning kind of taffy-ish?
It's disgusting.
Just wait. It gets amazing. Rygon Pestulus, Freya, and who is the final one going to be for some maybe support, maybe not. Alicia. Okay, she just got a buff as well. And I can't check the notes right now because my fingers are absolutely. So if you guys missed last week, we talked about how you can make like taffy out of marshmallows by just kind of moving.
This sucks.
Your fingers are getting like.
Why did I start this?
Your fingers get really strong. Here, why don't you look at the? Why don't you look at the?
Oh,
Here, want to see an ISO? Is this what it looks like? Remember we talked about you just do this?
this is disgusting.
And then pretty soon you're going to start like tapping it. It's crazy, but man, you get a wicked finger workout.
Oh, God, this is so gross. I think you're trolling me. You just want me to mash marshmallows into my fingers. Also, we have no way to wash our hands. What have we
No,
done?
I don't know. I followed you. I follow you anywhere, Kevin.
Oh! I just want to get excited. There's really nothing to say there.
Ah!
All right, guys, how's your day going? How was your Valentine's Day, or just how was your Wednesday? Again, I'm not a big subscriber of Valentine's Day. In reality, what you should do? Are you already eating it?
No, I'm gonna like
Oh God!
make some chocolate in there.
Stop it, you sick man! You know, I think today you shouldn't just show one person you love them. You should show everybody you love them. I think it should be a fun reminder.
Tell a stranger Happy Valentine's Day. I was walking by just like two people on the way to work here, and I was like, hey, Happy Wednesday, and they left, and I was like, I should have said Happy Valentine's Day to them. So
You should've.
so don't be like me and say Happy Valentine's Day to a stranger and just see what reaction you get. 'Cause sometimes
What are we doing again?
sometimes they like it, sometimes they
Remind
don't.
them what we're doing so that we don't look this stupid.
We're making taffy. Mo just said he just got into an argument with his girlfriend. So great. I'm so sorry.
I apologize. What's the argument about?
yeah, Let's see if we can, as a group, collectively talk through this argument.
Get her in here.
Let's have her call in.
Yeah, have her call in.
Who call in? Call
her
into
name
the
Mary
BattleRekt
by
show.
any chance?
Mary, is she 23? All right. Second map. Don't read. This is up 1. Portal being used. Sheep form. The 2v1s are broken. Look at that double freeze there. What value from your nightmare? Now everyone collecting back in the top of the map. Freya has joined. She gets panicked out there. The counter is down. And another double freeze and 2 frozen sheep. Look at that CC.
And then an ultimate. Pestulus hasn't been able to do anything for like 6 minutes. Now he just might go down to Freya. Another M2 might try and pierce through. She just jumps in. She goes for the kill and she gets it. Wow. The aggression from Don't Read This. Good.
It is good aggression.
Good.
That is a... Man, I really enjoy watching the Alicia with Xander.
He said he's not kidding. Well, dude, I hope everything's okay. Seriously, let's chat about it. What was your argument about? You know, let's try and look from both sides. I want to look from your perspective and her perspective.
We can be objective in this, so hopefully we can find things that maybe, you know.
This is so friggin' gross. Why are we doing this?
Is this amazing?
No part of this is amazing. My fingers are friggin' disgusting. I don't know why I did this. I didn't think it would be this nasty.
What do you mean? It's yeah!
2.
Valentine's Day. Nasty. All right. Don't read this up in 1 round. Look at that. Again with the double freeze. I don't know if there's been freezes that haven't been double. Alicia, now they're focusing on her. Both space bars are down. Teleport out, and that's what I love that. Again, Xander allows, just in case you think you're going to focus down on one person, he just pulls them out of there. It's like an AoE other side for the group. Spotlight coming down, getting some heals there for the team. Who's going to get the first? It's going to go over to Don't Read This. Oh! I was so confused. I thought Destiny was Rygon.
Look at that. Elise is actually just using the portal to engage, knowing she can kill the Rygon. She's a monster. Again, so many freezes. And a big part of having map awareness isn't just knowing where people are, but understanding your debuffs. You see a lot of freezes going off onto easy money. And that can also be not just for the fact that Elise is playing well, but them not being totally aware of them having that freeze debuff on them. That's something they need to be aware of. This is so gross.
Pain, no gain.
Just wait until you try to eat it.
I never agreed to that.
Yeah, I did. For you. Don't Read This, 1 more round away from being our final semifinalists. Again, we broadcast 2 of the quarters, and then all the semis and all the finals. This is the final quarterfinals. Final.
3, 2, 1.
This is the last semifinals. It's in its adolescence. There we go, starting out, counter. Not going to be hit by Freya. Is going to be infested. Sheep there on to Destiny. Counter being procced right when she comes out of it. Rygon are taking a lot of damage, though. The EXE coming out from Destiny to lock Freya in, protecting Rygon. But for how long? I don't think long enough. He's 1 more hit away. Freya going to finish him off. And this team comp is fun. It's aggression in a completely different way than the Rygon series.
Also, it's got a little bit of safety because of the portal, but right now they're just using the portal all in. Look at this.
Yeah, there we go.
How do I stop?
Just not much easy money can do here against aggression. It looks like Don't Read This.
Why do your fingers not look nearly as disgusting as mine?
I don't know.
A true
I don't know. So here, now we got it. Now since that's done, we gotta eat it.
I'm not eating this.
You're not?
No.
All right, I'll eat it. I'm not gonna eat yours. But.
All right, easy money. Thank you so much for signing up and playing in our tournament.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Very, very difficult matchup. Happy Valentine's Day to yourselves. Also, well, I'll get back. He actually talked to us a little bit about what the argument was with his girlfriend. So, so we're actually gonna give some advice. I need help though. Can someone help me? This is actually.
Can we get napkin? I can't
disgusting.
snap. Can you help me clap?
Look at this. This is.
Help
Is
me
this a
clap.
marshmallow
Help me
anymore?
clap. Napkins.
Clap. Napkins.
Napkins,
Hop, hop.
please. Hop, hop.
Hop, hop. Servants.
Napkins, por favor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What do I do here? Oh, crap, the napkin's stuck
first
to me.
eat it.
I'm not going to eat it.
Oh, crap.
Look at this. It's disgusting. I'm not eating this.
It's not bad. It's crazy because it tastes like a marshmallow.
Well, that's what I don't want. I was hoping it tasted like saltwater taffy.
That's the problem.
You've lied to me.
You think it is going to be like saltwater. Look at that!
I'm not eating it.
Good luck. All right.
I want to get back. Oh, God. This is so gross.
This was.
All right, yeah. Let's get us off this screen. Let's go to the highlights. Another napkin, please. I've already ruined it.
Oh, man, there's so much. It's everywhere.
Oh, it's so disgusting.
Oh, it's all over the place.
Oh, God. How did you do yours so well?
I didn't look now.
Now my napkin is just a giant marshmallow. It's just covered in marshmallow juice.
Yeah. If there's one thing I love in life, it's some good old marshmallow juice.
So I wanna get back up to this conversation. So I'm being serious. I wanna help out. So the first thing and this is kind of like, I don't want to say advice because I'm not gonna act like I know more than anybody here. But if you're in a relationship or if you have a good friend or family or whatever, and someone does something that seems outlandish, maybe unreasonable, or feels what's what I'm looking for, irrational, always take a step back, sit and think, All right, well, there's a reason they're doing this, though. No matter
always a reason.
No matter how it feels to you, there's always a reason they feel this way, right? So what I encourage you to do is to think, okay, well, she's frustrated that you didn't contact her, but why is that, right? Is there a previous experience that she's upset with? Maybe she had a rough morning. Again, not that I'm saying that it's okay to just be upset, do whatever you want, and people should think from your perspective. It always goes both ways, right? Then she should understand, and she should also think the same thing. Well, why didn't he contact me, right? Was he busy? He did send me flowers. Maybe he was hoping that one.
So what happened? I heard that flowers were sent. Did you ask for more napkins?
Yeah, I did ask for more napkins.
Great.
Oh,
my gosh, you guys are getting freaking promoted.
Oh, yes.
Our interns are getting promoted.
Actually, what even is this? Is this like a Clorox wipe?
This is like the baby wipes.
Baby wipe. This is huge. I think this is like literally a Clorox. They just gave me a Clorox wipe.
This is amazing.
Honestly, though, I'm so disgusted with my own hands that I'm okay with this.
They gave us a.
Oh, sorry.
A Orclox wipe.
Orclox wipes. Apparently, she had received the flowers, so but was frustrated that he hadn't called or texted. Now, again, you have to really, really think, and try and think from another perspective, and understand why is this reaction happening, right? Like, have you had, like, I personally, to get a little anecdotal here, I am in my previous relationships, am very bad about communication and not expressing myself, but reaching out, and making sure that I'm letting them know that I'm alive sometimes, just via text message and phone calls. So
it's been 2 weeks.
Is that a has that been a previous problem? If it hasn't, and this seems a little outlandish, figure that out. And if it's not outlandish, try and figure out a solution to make everyone feel comfortable. This is what I encourage. Again, I don't know if we can get too much more serious. I want to get back to being silly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, thank you for sharing your situation. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
Update us if things go on. We'll be here for probably like 8 hours.
Yeah.
We have a lot going on. So.
And also think, and not to, and again, on the other side of the spectrum, not to be, because there are times where this can get dangerous, where you like try to overly please people, right? So again, keeping yourself, knowing your boundaries, and knowing how to make sure that you stay healthy and like your emotional waves. Maybe call her and be like, hey, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm sorry I didn't call. I'm sorry that upset you so much. I didn't realize.
But. Also make sure that both parties are understood.
Here's a car.
Because an apology without an understanding of both sides doesn't always get you anywhere.
No, it does not.
So make sure that both sides feel understood. So we're done with 2 of the quarterfinals. The final one actually is not complete yet. Impact and the Demon Sevens have yet to finish their game. Impact is up 1-0 currently. We'll not be able to tune into that as they've already gone underway. Plus, we've already agreed to only doing 2. So we're actually going to get to hang and chat with you guys a little bit more, because that's exactly what I want to do. So Peruvian Prodigies are waiting to see that one. And you don't read this, and 365, 12 days, by the way. I'm also 12 years old, and I cringe at everything. That's the meme. That's the meme they're going for.
Always 12 years old, cringe at everything.
Wait, well, we're not throwing a break. We have a whole match we're waiting on.
Oh, you want to wait and to fill them in?
I don't know, do we?
It's up to you. It's Valentine's Day. It's up to you, chat. Because either way, it's going to take the same amount of time.
I was told let's not do that. Do I listen to him? Or do I do whatever I want?
It's Valentine's Day. Should we love them? We'll love you guys. All right, we won't wait to fill you guys in. It'll be a surprise. You're gonna go to break not knowing. When you come back, knowledge.
Yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves so far. We still got over half the broadcast left. We've got both the semis and the finals. We're broadcasting every match from here on out, and we're gonna go on a special guest. We have a special guest coming up. Yeah, special guest. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, it's a secret. Cover your screens. All right, we're gonna. We said bye. Yeah, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here because we're hiding a little bit of information from you. I don't want you to see the desk yet because we've got ourselves a special guest. I hope you enjoyed our Valentine's episode. And we have another Valentine's gift. I already said mine was that I'm all your Valentines today, but we have one more. We've got a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, in the flesh is here.
Hello.
In the flesh.
In the flesh, I'm here.
It's a little too good for this
me.
situation. Yeah, it's a little too memey.
You
But how's it
me.
going, dude? Thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having me. Super excited to come here, talk about some video games.
Of course.
BattleRekt's a pretty cool game.
It's nice to have a true analyst on this desk. For anyone that doesn't know who he is, I'd consider him a professional player. He does not. He was playing in Week 1 under the team name of Old and Washed Up.
Yes, sir.
With Finlev and Hertz.
The boys.
Who I haven't really seen since that first week.
Yep.
So, sad.
Yeah, we kind of fell out, you know.
You were old and washed up.
BattleRekt's a lot of work, man.
It is.
It's so hard to grind and keep up.
It takes a lot. But for a good chunk of time, you were definitely one of the more competitive teams in North America. This is probably, what, like 6 months ago, I'd say?
Oh, gosh, yeah, so long at this point.
It was a decent amount of
I was relevant for a while, no longer. Now I just talk.
But either way, talking is what he's going to do very well with us. He's going to help us analyze. While I know a decent amount, he knows a lot more, and I'd love to hear what he has to say. So let's see how the day's gone so far. Our quarterfinals are now all wrapped up. Impact took out the Demon Servants 2-0 to find their opponents Peruvian Prodigies in the semifinals. And on the opposite side of the bracket, we'll see Don't Read This against 365 12 Days, by the way. It's a little memey. I only got half the meme, the maybe like I'm 12 and I cringe at everything. The 365 Days, I don't know. I think they're a little too modern memey for me.
Dude, they went really hard with that. That's a deep meme right there.
I mean, they were Ayla Malakek for like 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So they were already a pretty memey team.
Yep.
So you were watching the quarterfinals.
I was.
Anything that struck your eye that you'd like to talk about before
I got
we
to
move
see
forward?
that Xander.
Yeah.
Xander is super fun to see. Also the Alicia, she received a lot of number buffs. She's been getting buffed slowly, like patch after patch, and it's cool to finally get to see her. Hopefully we get to see her in one of these more serious, really close matches. I think she has a lot of potential, especially paired with something like the Xander. So it'll be cool to see.
So I think Xander's in I don't want to say controversial, but a very conversational spot.
Yes,
Everyone
yes.
in the beginning were like, he's garbage. He's the worst support out there. But
Classic.
then I think people started to realize he's a lot more utility than he is support. How do you feel about him as a whole? Like, do you think he's actually got a decent place in competitive play? Or
Yeah, so like, don't mind me while I flex for a second.
Yeah.
But I played in a PRL, a different tournament a couple days ago.
We can't do anybody.
Yeah, we played with Bloom, like one of the support players in North America, and he played Xander, and he makes that character look so broken.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty convinced that Xander's actually an incredibly strong support, especially like his Arcane Catalyst, the debuff from his M2 giving that amp damage, so good. And that EX M2 with the cleanse on it can help you out so much in team play. I think in the right hands, that character is insane.
All right, so there's a good chance we'll see him again in the semifinals. But without any further ado, let's check out our first draft of the semifinals. Don't Read This and 365 12 Days, by the way. Randler's going to start off with a Lucy pick.
Yeah. Kind of interesting to see the Lucy instead of the Pestilus. You know, Randler known for his incredible Pestilus play, but instead opting for the Lucy here. I wonder what he expects coming out of the side of 365. He probably doesn't want to play the Pestilus into Hot Biscuit's Ashka. Seems like a pretty good matchup for Hot Biscuit.
So waiting to see what Jurgen and Hot Biscuit are going to choose. I'm not surprised at all. A Pestilus Ashka. Hot Biscuit very, very rarely will veer from Ashka, and I think he's just such a versatile champ. Not many people counter him hard.
Right.
He pretty much has a decent time with almost anybody. Some matchups obviously will prove to be more difficult,
sure,
as with almost any matchups. But Ashka doesn't have any pure weak matchups, so I think it's always a fair choice to pick him.
Absolutely, and when you see Hot Biscuit play the Ashka, you understand why he picks that character.
Yep.
He is so good on that character. I believe in his first quarterfinals up top, he came back in a 2v3 situation. Like Hot Biscuit on the Ashka, one of the only people that reliably can do that kind of thing. We often see him do crazy stuff.
The very first 1v3 we ever saw was Hot Biscuit playing Ashka. And you'll see on the opposite side, Xanox picking up Destiny in Your Nightmare on Thorn. Again, this is the team comp that we've seen them do probably at this point almost 24 times.
Yeah.
They stick to it. Destiny Thorn, even with the Destiny hits, again, I think her utility is still what made her strong. The numbers just always really helped.
Yeah, she still outputs a ton of damage, has that really valuable EXE stun if she can bump people out of the little circle it creates. The Thorn, though, is the one that got nerfed a little harder, I think. They finally started nerfing his space. You used to be able to confirm an M1 after landing your space on somebody, which led to a 37 complete damage combo, which is like free. But now you can no longer connect a free M1, so his damage off of space is now only 25, which is a pretty big nerf when you think about it over the course of a match. That's like 12 damage each time. It's really significant.
And he essentially lands that on at least one person every time he spacebar. So you're looking at probably taking 80 damage total out of a round from Thorn.
Yeah.
And again, when you're talking about chunking that max health damage, but he's going to be going into a Bako. Boo's showing off Bako pretty heavily in the first time we saw him today. And I mean, just watching him get that much capitalization on all of his abilities, that much utility out of every single Bako ability. And I was talking about it a bit with Toaster, but I'd like to speak to you about it as well. What I feel like makes Bako on the more difficult side of Melee champs is that it's not intuitive exactly how to get advantage out of your abilities. It's not just like this one does a bunch of damage. And this one's going to do a bunch of stuff. It's a lot of movement, trying to peel, knowing when to cast your Bulwark, which you have to treat a bit like a counter. You want to do it at the perfect time. But I think Booz showed that he really knows how to use it. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. And Booz is incredibly good on that Bako. I really like seeing it paired with the Hot Biscuit Ashka. You know, Booz was playing with Bloods a little while ago, and they played Bako Ashka. There's a lot of really nice things you can do off the Bako. Bako, kind of a poor man's Croak with his in-cap off his space, can set up a nice amount of volcanoes for the Ashka. And there's a lot of cute team play you can do there.
It can be a lot of fun. There was a couple times when, because you and I play a handful of times when we get a chance, when our schedules line up, when you put in a lethal injection in Captain, just let it die.
Oh, God, yeah.
That was always pretty.
The Carpet legend. Carpet's making that Bako look so good. We'll see if Booz can make it look as good as you do.
All right, so we're going to check this out. Our first semifinals. Don't read this in 365. Just looking at the raw matchups, do you feel like either team has a difficult time?
I feel like it might be tricky for Don't Read This to get a lot of damage onto the side of 365 with Jurgen on that Pestilence. The amount of healing that character can output is insane.
And again, we'll see how this Thorn hit takes him. Will it be more difficult for him to lock in that damage and be as much of a menace as he tends to be? He's just going to get out of there.
Yeah, he's trying back there, but the Panic's going to slow down the roll of your Nightmare quite nicely.
I mean, then essentially, you know, you have about 7 seconds of free time before Thorn tries to engage again, which he has. He's going to get an Entangle as well on the support, so you're going to see Bako take a lot of damage with no one to help him out. Maybe he figured get the orb. No, but he gets pushed out by the Clarity Potion, can't find the M2, and blue team will secure it.
Yeah, not even getting the orb. That's so bad for the Bako. He desperately needs recoverable HP as he's taken quite a huge chunk here.
Now we're going to see them, everyone kind of get the reset, space apart. Thorn's just going to go right in, trying to force a little bit of mobility. He finds the damage onto Pestilence, but then he's just going to infest out. So, and no pull. So a lot of wasted energy there, and nothing on that really either. A little bit of the initial damage from the loose deal, but they're going to find all that distraction. They're just going to take down Bako.
Yeah, poor Booz couldn't really get anything going this round. Got kind of manhandled from the get-go and couldn't find his footing.
And then I think is where, he already has his ultimate up again. There it is. The Bar Pouch is such an incredibly strong ability for anyone that has even decent reaction time.
Yeah, that 50 HP shield is absolutely massive. We saw it completely negating the Ashka ultimate there. And don't read this, going to secure another orb. This round looks pretty unlosable for the boys in blue.
It really does. Hot Biscuit trying to build up as much energy as he can, but he has to use some for the firewall. Pestilence caught alone. They're just going to try and hone down on him. Trying to spacebar out of that Destiny. He's going to get panicked as well. So again, the separation from his ranged ally. Not going to have a whole lot. Hot Biscuit has no choice but to go in, and now he's just going to be facing down a Destiny with all her cooldowns. Oh, he wanted that orb so bad, but the body block from Thorn. Ashka will go down, yes. As you said, this is pretty much don't read this game. Originally, Booz got bullied pretty hard.
Yes.
Wasn't able to get any value out of his abilities there.
It was actually a really neat play that led to Booz getting beat up that bad too. There was a change to Destiny's core, or one of her battle rights for her space that allows her to recast it and then gives a knockback. What happened is Booz got trapped inside the EXE of Xanox, and then Xanox bumped him out of it with the space battle right that gives a knockback. And then from that point on, Booz, after eating that stun, just took so much damage, and it was so hard for him.
So, so does she have to launch for that knockback?
Yes, she jumps up, lands, and then there's a knockback.
Oh, the displace.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
A battle right that was just buffed. We haven't seen it taken to this point.
Yeah, most people didn't do it. Although I figured it would be almost a staple when I first saw her come out, but apparently I was very wrong in my prediction. But there it is, Bako and Thorn trying to get the trades, and Bako losing relatively heavily there. About 40 HP difference between the two of them now. The orb is going to get easily taken by Don't Read This. Ooh, Bako wanted it badly, but now he has to make sure he gets as much trade as he can while he's in there. Thorn getting heavily punished as well.
Yeah, Thorn getting really beat up here. Finally, Booz finding his place. The Dead Root's going to come out. He's using it as an escape tool, not how you want to use that Thorn ultimate.
No, but sometimes, you know, last-ditch effort. That or death. There it is, the bounces. Destiny's ult also taking a pretty big hit as well. The knock-up again. Thorn seeing people get out of that from before the M1 is actually a little bit breath of fresh air for me as a player.
That goo got so much work in. The Lucy goo doing so much damage to both Fuse and the Pestilence, but still on the blue team, they're really low. Your Nightmare is one burst away from death here.
And he's the one that will need to engage, but Bako's getting in a very similar situation to that Thorn. Destiny getting panicked. Now's their chance to go in. No, the pull on the Pestilence. He just finds Bako instead. The Bulwark just to help secure orb. Red gets the orb. The missed ultimate from Ashka, trying to take out the Thorn as much as he can. Thorn's just going to M1 the Queen as much as possible, not to take that burst damage. Spacebar.
The ultimate coming out up top from the Bako, but it's going to miss. And the Pestilence is going to take a lot of damage. He has to infest out, but still, he took quite a bit of burst from that goo.
And this could be a chance maybe for Thorn to try and get an ultimate, knowing that Pestilence doesn't have his infest, but notice how far back he places himself, trying to stay as far away from the potential burst damage of any ultimates on the side of Don't Read This.
I really like how the red team is playing this. They recognize the situation Your Nightmare is in. He cannot engage, so the red team is just sitting in middle, securing orb after orb, trying to win this game through attrition. Down bottom, Your Nightmare.
Gonna ult, yep.
Yeah, he pops off the ultimate, but still, it's not gonna get the result he wanted.
The fiery trees will end up eventually what's going to take Thorn out. The Ashka ult through the Thorn ultimate. You're not protected from that kind of range damage. But Destiny actually could potentially get a cross kill if that M2 had landed. Bako trying to get the pushback, the Bulwark as well, just trying to keep her at bay. Oh, nice M2 with the snare as well, so she can't get damage on her space bar. And now Ashka's going to get the final blow. Lucy goes down, trading up wins here. 1-1. Map number 1.
Yeah, and the orb score 1-4 in favor of the red team. Like I mentioned, 365, they punished the Thorn really heavily. Your Nightmare couldn't really engage past the 30 seconds into that round. And that orb score, if you win 4 orbs to 1, you're generally going to take the round, as we see there.
And we've seen in some situations where that might not pan out.
Yes.
Some people are just incredibly well utilizing their energy and building it up very quickly. A lot of supports tend to build up energy quickly as well.
Yeah.
Because when you get that mid-range game, that poke game, where everyone's just kind of poking to get energy, you're also just giving that support energy. And people like Petros as well with the M1 heals, it's just like non-stop.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ooh, a nice opener here. The Thorn getting a double pull.
Double panic right on return on him. Oh, there it is. Bako has to try and get out of there, but he wasn't able to. He's going to take so much damage. And then he goes right into a Thorn spacebar, who's already got his ultimate. They might try and take out Bako right here and now, but no. They space out. Bako wants to try and get the orb if he can, but he can't find the M2. Thorn ultimate's going to take so much damage off a Hot Biscuit. Oh, Lucy plus the Megasphere plus the EXE!
That was sick!
That was disgusting combo, but they weren't able to get the final hit. Bako stays alive. Petrolus finds him to bring him back to a reasonable state at least.
Ooh, that nice double petrify gonna set up a triple R! The Destiny putting in work here, man. We saw those nerfs were on the patch notes, but Destiny not looking too bad here, man.
And that's what I love seeing, and that's what I loved about her kit when she first came out, was the fun utility that she has. The massive AoE potential burst damage, with even just looking at the spell block as well.
Yeah.
Her EXE, I think, is one of the coolest things.
It's so neat.
It is a really, as frustrating as it can be to deal with, there are ways to play around it. I mean, if you see it coming, you can WASD away from most abilities, as opposed to AoE ones, of course.
Right.
So getting comboed with a Megasphere and an EXE, well, ouch. But also 50% of her energy down the drain, so if you are able to get out of that, it's a bit of a waste. But here it is. Don't read that. 2-1.
Ooh, a nice wall there, blocking a lot of projectiles. The Thorn going in immediately. Not going to find too much, though. The barrier had to be used on him.
Trying to back out. Thorn's going to put an M1 into a Bulwark, but not find a lot of punishment for that. Just a flick tangle onto the damage dealer, trying to get Hot Biscuit out of there. Bako got the in-cap on Destiny.
Yeah.
Free M2. Yeah, he got the M2 on there, but he really couldn't get much out of that.
Red team is really needing this orb, but blue team's going to get it for free. Your Nightmare doing such a great job pressuring while not taking too much damage. The Lucy Goo going to come out, but the pull, a little bit of a misplay there.
Oh, here comes the Thorn ultimate as well, knowing the spacebar's down for Pestilus. The Megasphere as well. Pestilus takes so much damage. The Bulwark in for safety, but Hot Biscuit now dealing with a Thorn who's got all his cooldowns. Hot Biscuit has to petrify and barely makes it out alive.
Your Nightmare is really dominating this match, man. This orb is up, and if red team doesn't get it, this round's going to be nigh impossible. They don't get it, unfortunately.
The Blood Axe just missed, and Ashka's going to be the first to go down. Bako, following his friend right after Petulous, knowing this is done, wants to meet his friends in the grave, and Don't Read This are going to take that 3-1 in the first map.
Man, you know, I called it. I said 365 might have an advantage here coming out of the draft, but I really underestimated your Nightmare's Thorn. Man,
yeah.
He makes that Thorn look so good. Can't sleep on that Thorn even after the nerf.
And a lot of times when you see certain nerfs hit, right? So we talked about where he found that hit. He doesn't get that free M1 on the spacebar, so he just didn't go in for the damage in that case. A lot of times you'll see a Thorn like try and get the kill, going for the damage, knowing they can lock down that pretty heavy burst. But he just, instead of trying to play around a kit that doesn't really feel like it's there anymore, He just did what Thorn does in the other side, which
Yep.
is force people into pressure situations where they have to move around just to dodge damage.
Yeah.
Because of the core, his slow creeping M1s will still just chunk you for damage over time.
You'll still take 13 each time.
Going in, entangling one immediately, so now he's just in a 1v2.
Yeah.
Mixed with his heal, mixed with his support hanging out on him, he can deal with that without taking too much punishment.
Yeah.
And overall, that's what's giving them so much center control.
Yeah, and what you just outlined is exactly what we saw round after round. Your Nightmare going in, hitting that entangling roots, playing the 1v2, using that Barbed Husk really efficiently, and just not taking damage while keeping the other two characters down.
And the best situation to counterplay that, what would you say?
The best way to answer that, it's kind of rough because you need the Bako to go in if you're the red team. You need him to create that same kind of pressure on the backline so you don't just get zoned out of mid. But each time we saw Views, he would go in, he would just get chunked by the Destiny. Seemed just like a really rough matchup for the Bako to go in against.
It is a difficult time for him, and you can see the Destiny combo with Lucy. I heard you guys calling for the replay in chat. Let's check it out again. The combination was just too good.
Oh,
already
man.
put the EXE, so I was already happy seeing two people caught in there. But then the Petrify just lined up for so much damage.
Such a good play coming out of the blue team here now. And that Plasma Ball is so big. That damage output on all three, it did like 35, upwards of 35 damage on each character. That's absolutely insane.
Even through that Petrify.
Yeah.
She didn't even care the Petrify shield was there at that point. Jurgen knew it was all over with, so he sat there and accepted his fate. And those type of combos, no matter what you want to say about kits, they're so much fun to watch, and they're difficult to line up. The EXE essentially just rallied them all together. It's like, well, you can't go anywhere, which means Lucy's going to get a free double pet.
Yep.
Once the double pet comes in, she's like, well, all right, I guess I got time to charge Mam 2 on a Megasphere. Just bought them all time to get the damage they needed.
Yeah, and it's team play like that that makes this game so fun to watch, man. You get to see players play together, and a lot of these things aren't even like actively communicated. I'm sure the Lucy just saw that setup and chose to go for the Petrify, and it's really the mark of an incredible team when you see stuff on the fly like that.
So to take a little bit of a step back from all this heavy analytical conversation, which I think there's been more in the last 10 minutes as there has in all of BattleRekt season. No, I'm enjoying it as much as possible. How'd your Valentine's, Joe? Or I guess in the flesh, apologies. I shouldn't call you by your first name on air.
Both are fine. I've had a great Valentine's Day, man. I get to come out, talk about my favorite game, get to hang out with so many cool people down here. It's been a blast. Yeah. I got to hang out with the legendary findable Carpet. Like, what a treat.
I was more just saying no one else here is that cool. Toaster's all right.
Toaster's cool, man.
No, Toaster's a great guy. Yeah. But no, it's a pleasure to have you here. If anyone in chat has any questions, I will gear them towards him. If you have any questions about the game, about himself, would you like to know about him?
Self-questions.
Did you play a lot of games? Let's get to know you. Did you play a lot of games growing up?
I played a lot of like single-player games. I was a big like Nintendo dude.
Yeah? Yeah. You were big into like, did you like RPGs and
No, I was mostly like Legend of Zelda stuff.
Is
that an RPG? I mean, some people categorize it as that, but I don't know if I would.
Story-driven single-player game. You can kind of lump that into RPGs.
Yeah. It's like when you call everything a MOBA. Like,
yeah, that's true.
You can just generalize everything.
Yeah, it's a MOBA. Are you killing each other? That's definitely MOBA. Yeah. But technically, a role-playing game, you should Dungeons and Dragons is the true RPG.
Yeah.
Because you actually have to role-play.
I've actually never played D&D.
Really?
No, I've heard it's really cool though.
Sorry. Old school character fight, medieval character fighting imagination game. I don't know what else to call it other than by his name.
I mean, that was it. Yeah, you described it. Good job.
To be fair, there's nothing else. The funny part is nothing else even does that but that game.
Yeah.
There's no competition.
There's a reason it's been around so long.
Yeah, because it's amazing.
It's a good game.
So how's everyone's days going? In the flesh, I got a question for you. Do you see a team champ change up, or do you think they're just going to try and make it work with what they had?
I don't know if you play the Bako into that. I'm a huge Bako fan. There's a lot of things I like about the character, but we just didn't see what you want the Bako for. We didn't see him able to pull off in that round. He wasn't able to get any easy end caps comboing with the Ashka because of the Thorn pressure. I think that's the most likely change we see.
As far as and I don't know if we explained exactly how they pick their champions. I just want to make sure that you guys understand. It is a snake draft, so it's very simple. Yes. One team picks a single champion and then reveal it. Their opponents will pick 2 champions and reveal them. The first team will then pick the remaining 2 champions, and then the last team will pick their final champion. So they get to try and counterpick, but mirror matches are allowed. We do not ban anybody in this tournament.
Nope.
Could change potential for the future, but right now there is no future. This is the last episode of BattleRekt for now. But again, indefinitely, we don't actually know what's going to happen. But we want you guys to be just as scared and confused as us, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to feed myself and my family. By family, I mean my dog.
Yeah.
Mostly my dog.
Big dog, nice dog.
Big dog. Yeah. Big dog, nice dog. That's his name. His first name's Big Dog. His last name's Nice Dog. We call him Big Dog for short.
Nice.
A little bit there. Is there any team competition? So I know you've been probably watching, following a lot of the tournaments that are going on in BattleRekt.
Sure.
Or BattleRekt, I should say. We have not coined the entire game.
Not yet.
We can't take over. Not yet.
The monopolization is not complete yet. Give it a couple weeks.
Are there any team comps that you've thoroughly enjoyed just watching and you find is very creative?
I really like watching Xander comps.
Yeah.
That character is so wild. So many crazy things happen. He enables so much aggressive play. I think he's potentially a little frustrating to play against for some people.
God, yeah.
But yeah, I think he's really neat to watch.
And you know, the big conversation with Xander is he, as an individual, doesn't feel impactful.
Yes.
As like what he do. I mean, when you really look at his kit, he has 2 abilities that deal damage.
Yeah.
His M1 and his M2.
Yeah.
Nothing else deals damage in his kit. Everything's to help everyone else deal damage.
And I think that's one of the coolest things about the character. He is like the definition of a utility character. He has lots of CC, he has a hard out for his allies, and I think one of the most underappreciated thing about the character is the amount of skill and recognition it takes to play him properly, because you need to use your EX M2 quite a lot in order to heal and cleanse your allies, but you also need to be using that M2 to get that arcane debuff on enemies. So it's really cool seeing Xander's and like how they decide which to use in any given situation.
I mean, just when you think about the decision of do I use pretty much my main damage or do I just get rid of that cooldown and go for the cleanse and the heal?
Yeah, it's really tricky.
Yeah. So moving forward into the draft, don't read this, and 365 going into map number 2. Don't read this, taking the first one pretty heavily. We're going to see Jurgen on Pestilus, which is going to give Randler and Xanox the next pick. I'm not really surprised to see Jurgen on Pestilus.
No, Jurgen is an incredibly good player. He can play a lot of things. And Pestilus is a character that's being favored by a lot of the European players right now, so it makes complete sense to see Jurgen pick a character.
You know, I think the one I'm really looking forward to see is what Booze does. I'm imagining Hot Biscuit will stay in Ashka, but look at this.
Okay,
Xanox going to Iva. As a Bako, still doesn't feel too great going into Iva.
Yeah, you know, Iva's incredibly good against Bako.
Yeah.
Has that cleanse for your war shout. Sometimes you just lose your 40 HP shield.
Pretty infuriating. She has a flamethrower for your Bako.
Yep.
Or for your Bako, for your Bulwark. We're going to see Randler sticking to Lucy, which, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on, is he confident that he's not about to deal with a heavy aggressive comp?
I mean, maybe he just doesn't care. The Iva cleanse on the Zap Shield helps
That's
her
true.
get away from enemies a lot. The knockback, too. We need to start telling these players to pick what we want, though, man. I just went on this rant about Xander. They're not picking Xander. Like, hello?
Would you look at that? Booze on Thorn.
Got the Thorn.
I'm not terribly surprised. I mean, I feel like there are some champions that are safe picks, and in the melee composition, I think Thorn is always a safe pick.
Yeah, you know, and after playing against Your Nightmare's Thorn, like, it makes complete sense that he's going to want to pick him.
He's like, oh, I want to be like that guy.
Exactly, yeah. I would want to be like Your Nightmare. That dude's nuts.
I'd expect to see Your Nightmare on Thorn again. Yes, that is true. I think that's
too.
all we've really seen him on in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's Your Nightmare on Thorn. Booze is going to try and take a page out of his book, and will this work for his team composition? I think you look at Entangle, can line up with an Ashka stun ult, which I think is really good for him.
Yeah.
Whereas Bako can do that with a Petrify, or sorry, Incap. But again, he has to engage for that, which then means he has to start making value out of that, because the Incap damage is 8. It's garbage.
Very minimal.
You do not space Incap to kill somebody, at least in that instant. You do it to hopefully kill them following right after.
Yeah, I think you outlined perfectly the main difference between the characters. The Thorn doesn't have to engage in order to get a CC setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think on the other side, the blue team, they have the answer to the entangling roots, so I think it's going to be pretty difficult for the red team to capitalize on that Petrify.
I imagine also Orb Control. Thorn really helps with Orb Control with the Claw. You don't really need to be too accurate. As long as you put it behind it and don't really go too far, you're probably going to get a pull, but now it's a matter of who's going to time it better and who's going to have the full mid control. They can also force the team to engage when you pulled it, and they need that orb. You've now forced them not just to go mid, but to go that extra, like, 20 feet. Like, I've also, by the way, you can come here, too.
Yeah,
you want to fight for it, it's in my court.
It makes it really hectic, too, when the orb just is getting pulled everywhere. It'll be very interesting to see which one of these teams is able to control mid.
I expect to see one anti-synergy clarity potion pushing it out of a claw. At least one.
Yeah, you know, that happens.
It happens.
It's kind of natural.
It happens quite a bit.
I'm kind of surprised they chose to switch up, though, after dominating so hard with their last comp. You'd think they would kind of not change what's broken, or what isn't broken.
Yeah, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as I think what you were alluding to.
Thank you, you did it.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry, the flesh. Don't worry. But here, getting started, don't read this with the first map under their belts. C365's changeup is going to be enough. Both spaces down for Thorn, although Red finds it second. And Entangle already on their support and getting the pull.
Oh, a 6 CC chain right there. A Clarity or a Panic Flask into the Taser stun. Really nicely done. And Fuse, he's already taken half his HP. Meanwhile, the blue team's Thorn sitting pretty.
There's the stun again. The stun so far being such a menace. Iva's already got her ultimate. Red team did claim that first orb though, which is something they struggled with last match. So it looks like Thorn on Thorn. He's gonna Barb Husky, just stand there in the ultimate a little bit. Not worry about trying to get pushed or CC'd out of it. Just keep the Barb Husky. Knows he had time to maybe get a couple more cooldowns under his belt as well. There it is, gonna be the pull. The entangle on the pull on Iva, but she's got plenty of room, plenty of space. And there it is. The goo has shown up. The ultimate as well from Iva. So much value, but they can't finish him off. He has to burrow. She's probably just gonna do an M1 into Thorn in his back. That is right, and now Thorn will go down. I keep saying Thorn, there's two Thorns. Booze.
Booze right now, being like to his team. They used all their ultis on me. I don't know what to do. They dumped everything on Booze, the poor dude. Probably not too happy about that one. A really nice goo and a nice machine gun burning through the Barbed Husk though.
Thorn getting incredibly low. Simple mistake, could mean he died, but Iva can confidently go in with her shield, with a Lucy support. I mean, what did she have to worry about? In reality, probably not a whole lot.
Man, that little combo there we saw at the end, it didn't matter too much, but still, it speaks to the skill level of the blue team here. We saw a nice in-cap into a Panic Flask, into a Deadly Inject that was then popped off of the Panic Flask. Really nice team play. You can tell that Xanox and Randler have been playing together for like a year, man.
Because they have.
Because they have, yeah.
So we see the switch, Booze, from Baka to Thorn. Do we feel like he's, I mean, just going to have a difficult matchup because Your Nightmare is probably just kind of more comfortable on Thorn?
I mean, that's very possible. And it also looked okay for him at the start. He was able to like recover from his bad start, but the ultis just dropped on him.
Both spaces, not finding a lot of value there. But Blue trying to get early orb control. But again, with a claw in either of their kits, you know that orb is never safe and never stuck mid. The missed entangle from Red Team is going to actually swap things up a little bit here.
This orb is so dicey. It is going to go to the Red Team off of the Queen pop. Really nicely done from Jürgen.
You give them a lot of just area of effect, putting that Queen in the middle, and he can kind of pop it whenever he feels like it if he wants to throw that M2 in there. But now Blue Thorn, he's got a full ultimate waiting to use it, but so does Ashgun. If you know anyone can utilize it, it's going to be Hot Biscuit. Thorn getting the pull. Petulas finding so much damage in that Thorn ultimate. He has to actually just use this little bust, this little Queen bust out of the way. Knocked out of the ultimate.
This time the Blue Thorn, Your Nightmare, getting all the ultimates dropped on him, but Buse is still the one taking the worst trade here. He has to burrow away. He does reconnect with his team, but the Lucy Goo coming out now. A nice Queen there. Stops the Lucy from being able to get the kill. And the Barbed Husk going to negate that rocket.
Your Nightmare taking heavy punishment from Hot Biscuit. Iva going in. She wanted the kill, and she does so with a barrier protecting her. Ashka getting stunned by Band Petrified. The chain CC, you talked about it before. God, Infest saves him so much damage.
I know, he goes so far with that Infest too, right?
Infest is so strong.
It's a good ability. I remember when that couldn't go over walls way back in the day.
Oh yeah, rip. It was essentially every time you saw Pestilence, it's like, okay, it's a 1v2 after 30 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much. Ashka gonna go down, and man, this is looking so good for the blue team. I really like this Iva Lucy into the Thorn. Buse, once again, just having such a hard time getting in on this backline. We see him playing pretty scared at the start even. Your Nightmare, the Thorn's still going in, getting a lot done. And Buse, he's kind of just playing back, a little nervous.
So I talked about this last week, I think. And feel free to tell me I'm stupid. And I want to talk to someone who knows the game way better than I do. I think Thorn's EX space is incredibly underutilized.
You know, yeah, we don't see it that much.
I think it's an unbelievable skill with crazy utility. I mean, it's like Xander's freaking portal, except it does damage and stuns people when you show up. You're bringing allies around. You're doing fun stuff. You get the knockout, or you get the stun, you get the damage. What happened to Pestilus? I was talking for 10 seconds.
Dude, he just got ruined.
He just got absolutely destroyed.
A beautiful taser cleanse there from Xanox ensured that the shield couldn't stay on Pestilus. He kind of just got ran at, man.
Yeah, ouch. I literally looked away for 1 second to ask you a question.
You know, imagine if there was a Thorn EX space there that saved him.
Honestly.
That would have been pretty cool.
I'm not even kidding. And we only see it when it's like last-ditch effort, I have nothing else to do. Thorn's going to accept his fate. Don't read this. They're going to take that handedly. 2 maps to 0. They will be our first qualified finalists here in BattleRekt Final Week Valentine's Day edition.
Yes. They looked really good doing it too. This is definitely a team to look out for going into the grand finals. Can't sleep on these guys. And not only did they win 2-0, but they won with pretty different comps. You know, the Lucy and the Thorn core being there, but Xanox kind of flexing a little bit, showing he can play more than one range character.
I honestly thought they had an easier time with Iva. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like they had an easier time with Ivo. They
Yeah.
just had a little bit more disposal. I think her as a ranged champion has a little bit more team help going on.
Yes, definitely.
Between Zap, between a ranged in cap, which is kind of actually insane.
Yeah.
Really quick projectile. Not the easiest animation to catch out of the corner of your eye.
Yep.
I missed it, so I want to see it again. Let's take a look at Pestilus getting absolutely melted.
See this poor guy just get ran at for his entire life. He starts this at full HP, the Zap giving the extra M1 speed for Xenox, and he just spaces after him here, going in on Jürgen, making sure he can't get away. This is not a happy life for the Pestilus.
Almost every single bullet of every M1 landing in there. There's the M2. I mean, there's just nothing you can do. This spell, oh.
Yeah, the perfect timing there.
Oh.
A great read from Xenox predicting that shield, and poor Jürgen, man.
So at that point, you knew he had nothing left in his kit. And he was just trying his best to build up to get energy for it and to make sure that he could use it. So once that M2 landed, I think at that point, he knew. Xenox knew. He's like, well, he's got nothing else. He can't space. He can't panic me.
Yeah.
His queen's over there. He's probably going to shield. Oh, look. He did.
Yeah, really, truly another one of the marks of a great player, being able to read your enemies. And we saw it perfectly right there. Xenox just understanding exactly what Jürgen's options were.
So we're going to have some highlights go on screen, but in the meantime, we're just going to kind of talk a little bit about how we felt that game went. And I kind of want to get back to the conversation about Thorn's EX space. Maybe it's just because I love the utility of it as a whole. But I don't know. I feel like whenever you see ability start to get used more, and I'm going to use Xander as an example only because it's kind of similar in just the way that it can move allies around.
Okay.
Everyone thought it was bad until people used it a bunch. And then people were like, oh, this is actually pretty cool.
Yes.
I think no one's actually used Thorn's EX space enough to actually know if it's bad or good.
I think it's because his regular space was such
It's just so good.
It was such an integral part of his damage output. You couldn't go without casting your regular space, engaging and creating the pressure. But you know, maybe now that we've seen that space nerf, now you can't connect an M1 off it, maybe we'll see the EX space more.
Yeah, because, I mean, just in general, following, right? A lot of times Thorn will go alone to follow because it is a staple of a Thorn player to just, I can take so much damage. I'm a big barked tree.
Yeah.
You can't do anything to me. I've got Power Tusk, you're safe. But why not bring somebody with you? Why, or why not build a comp around bringing people with you?
Life's more fun with friends, man.
Life is a lot more fun with friends. So I've been told, people are asking, do you like marshmallows?
Oh, God.
Are you a marshmallow guy?
You know, I'm not going to play with them like you did.
Please don't. That was disgusting.
That was
Never
pretty,
do that.
Pretty gross.
I think I owe you one of these hearts. Let me see what I can pan out for you.
Oh, I want to pick you one.
Are you a marshmallow fan?
I'm a fan of anything that you would give me.
All right. Fair.
Cap of pride.
A part of me wants to dip the marshmallow in chocolate and feed it to myself, but I think that might be a little bit too much. I don't know if the chat can handle it. Bring the tray over here. Everyone wants to see us sifting. You're hanging off camera. Bring the tray over here.
Oh, okay, okay.
What do I got? What have I got here? What does it say? Heck? H and K. I think it's hugs and kisses, but that's a very weird way to deliver that information. H and K.
I found mine. I got mine for you.
This is rough. I'm gonna. This is for Twitch chat. This isn't even from me. This is from Twitch chat.
What do we got? Let's kiss.
Yeah. That's from Twitch chat right there.
Here's mine.
What do you got for me?
My dream date.
Dream date. Hey, I gave that to Toma. Look at that.
Oh, that works out.
Reusing and repackaging gifts. That's what we do here.
That feel when I give Carpet something.
You might as well be efficient with your gift giving.
Yeah, right.
Why not? Why buy a new one when the first one did the same job? All right, so that's going to be it. Do you have any final wrapped up thoughts about this semifinal here?
No, I'm excited for the next one. We get to see Impact.
We get to see Team Impact.
Ooh, they're a scary team, man.
They are quite impressive. So we're going to go on a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Remember, Valentine's Day edition. We're going to have some more banter, some more fun, and the Fletch is going to stick with us for another semifinal, so don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We still got our special guest in the flesh. It's here.
Yes.
Pro player. I guess for your sake, I'll call you ex-pro player.
Yes,
Can I call you ex?
Please stop calling me pro player.
Ex-pro BattleRekt player in the flesh.
Yes.
Filthy Jade main.
Yeah, I spam the Jade.
Filthy. Easy mode is what I like to call it as a Bako player.
I like free wins against melee.
I am a freelo.
Yeah, pretty much.
I see a Jade, and I'm like, I'm going to go surf the web.
Yeah,
Here, I'm freelo.
On the flip side, I see a Baka. I'm like, I love free wins.
Yeah.
I love the game ending before it
Yeah,
starts.
thanks. Really appreciate it.
Sorry, Carpet.
So we've got one team in the finals. We have one more semifinals coming up for you guys. Impact and the Peruvian Prodigies. I still feel uncomfortable saying their name. I feel like it's probably offensive. Probably not. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I also don't trust any BattleRekt player with their team names. They're always trolly, always a mess.
I know, yeah.
For a while, no one was creative, and they just matched their two names together.
Yep.
Which I don't really appreciate.
Yeah.
Because I want creativity, right? I'm up here making stuff up. You think I prepped for this? Garbage. I haven't played BattleRekt in like 2 years.
He's lying. I saw him taking notes all last night.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Taking a little bit of notes. I don't know how to write, so that makes it really hard to take notes. I guess you could say I could type my notes, but that's too much work. I think I was just told draft is ready. Is that what I was just told? Hello?
I like drafts.
Looks like draft is ready. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Impact. There it is.
We got Dizzler on both teams.
We got a Xander already, though, and a Dizzler on 2 teams. It's cool.
It's cool. We get to see the Xander. I'm super excited. Gutoff is like one of the support legends in my mind, too. You could just end it at legends. Like, I don't know if there's a character this dude can't play, so seeing him on the Xander is going to be a real treat. Pretty
amazing. So the Dizzler on Peruvian Prodigies is the same guy who's faking being Clerney. That's Dizzier. He's now signed up as Dizzier.
Nice.
Again, Iska.
Oh, double Xander.
Iska, please stop. Like from one person to another, Iska, stop it. Just go to your main. Honestly, I'm going to make a rule that says Iska, if he's not playing out his main, we don't just ban him. We take all of his winnings away from him.
Do you, Iska? I support you, Mimi.
No! Stop it. Bako and Xander. I think that helps Bako a lot. Plus,
yes.
Rutha's a great Bako player.
Yeah, Rutha, like, I can pretty safely say I think Rutha is the best Bako in the world.
Wow.
And Bako kind of lacks those hard... No offense, Carpet. Bako kind of lacks those hard outs once he uses his space in. Xander with that portal going to really help out the Bako. And on the other side, we have Shifu Esmo. This is if the Bako ever gets caught out and there's no portal, he might just straight up die.
Anybody might straight up die.
Yeah.
Expect to see a lot of ultimate combos. Esmo and Shifu can build them up relatively quickly. You've got a Xander there to help support them if they do not have any energy to get themselves out of there.
Yep.
As Shifu loses enough energy to not get the EX space, in reality, he'd just save the space, get the portal, head on out of there, save up enough energy to get the EX space. You're going to see Blood Assassin on Ashka. So an Ashka Bako Xander against an Esmo Shifu Xander. On the plus side, I've never seen either of these team compositions.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. We're going to have to kind of like figure it out on the fly. Haven't seen too much Xander, only seen him paired classically with Jade. But neither of these teams bring in a Jade into it. I think it's going to be really interesting to see Bako Rutha playing against the Shifu. I think that's going to be an incredibly important matchup for us to watch and seeing the impact of both of those melees. If the Shifu kind of just gets manhandled and hits bulwarks during his immaterial, we're going to see this game pretty swiftly go to the side of the red team. But I think that's going to be pretty hard for Rutha.
I imagine we're going to see a lot of Death Vortexes. Xander really keeps his entire team alive. And just to quickly answer a frequently asked question, yes, we are playing on the current patch because we literally don't have any other way to play the game. I don't know what kind of rigs you think we're running back here, but we cannot play on old patches. Steam doesn't let us. Neither does let the players. We are playing on the updated patch, on the hotfix as well, which is why we don't see Taya.
Thank God, dude.
Yeah, because of the hotfix.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to see the double Xander play. Also, as a caster, I'm not terribly stoked because it's very hectic. Very hard to keep my eyes on things.
Oh, yes.
And call the plays because Xander portals all look the same.
Yeah, they look kind of similar, and it'll be very interesting to see if we can decipher it. I'm really interested to see how this Esmo works, too. The dude ate a whole range of nerfs the other day. His ultimate right was nerfed pretty heavily. I think it's going to be interesting to see if Dizzler can do it, but if anyone can, it will be him.
So Shifu and Bako probably wanted to find immediate value. Trying to force as much mobility as he can.
Where'd the Shifu's HP go? It's just like gone.
I don't know, but he's trying to do the same to Xander, who has to portal himself out of there. So we're not going to find any of that for his teammates, and he's actually going to hit a counter as well, so he has to space out of there. Shifu's just finding Xander. He knows he doesn't have much, but I imagine he'll bunny. Yep, there it is. He's got his portal coming back up any time now, but now both of his teammates have dealt so long without any kind of support. that Rutha might just go down.
Yeah, a nice portal, though, saves him. He's going to try to secure this orb for both him and his Xander. They both desperately need it, and they will get it. Looking pretty good for the red team. He goes for a space in, but not going to land it.
Yeah, I think it might have been an in-cap as well. There's going to be a pull from Esmo. Bako has no bulwark either. There's going to be an ultimate from Esmo, and he doesn't get out. Bako goes down. You have the spotlight as well, which almost anti-synergized, pushing the Bako a little bit further out there. Asuka will go down shortly after, which leaves Xander all alone. He ults, no more energy for him. In-cap and murder. Impact takes the first round.
Yeah, there were a couple interesting things about that round. You know, I'm surprised that the Bako couldn't make it out of that Esmo ultimate. The Esmo ultimate was nerfed. The extra pull force is only 25% now instead of 40, but still, Bako couldn't make it out. And also, it was really interesting to watch how Vague tunneled Dizzler, even when he started to lose more HP than Rutha was at the start. The Shifu versus Xander is very, very important because Vague is going to make Iska, I'm just going to call him Iska, Iska use all of his abilities on himself, so it's going to be pretty tricky for Iska to help his allies.
Seeing how the different Xanders have to play depending on what's on their plate. We're actually seeing the counter not hit for Shifu this time. He's going to get sheeped. He has to get portal out of there, but he just goes aggressive. He knew that there was nothing left for Asuka, but now they're going to swap spots. Asuka finds himself on the other side of the wall. Esmo wants to go hunt him. Good Asuka hunting. He's gonna take 1, 2, 3, all of them.
Yeah, Bloods is not having a fun time this round. This orb is so incredibly important for the red team, but they have no business getting it. Blue team gonna secure it for free.
Esmo's got his ultimate. He's waiting for Bako to use just one more mobility. He's gonna push him back. Will he try and close the gap? No. He uses bulwark instead. The portal to get Xander out of there. And so shortly after, Esmo's gonna find his place there. The X space. From Shifu, heal himself up, the in-cap onto their support. Can he find Esmo or Asuka?
Ooh, a big ultimate here, gonna secure the orb and deal a lot of damage to the red Xander. Taking so much damage now, Bloods and Dizzler, Iska, have to play so defensively. The ultimate gonna be popped from the Xander, but not gonna get much out of it.
Here it is. Are we gonna see an M2 from him, or is he just using it for the heals? The M2 trying to time it, but the Bako uses this weekend dash to get out of there. The in-cap not finding any value. The ultimate from Asuka, but he won't get the orb with it either. They're going to see the blue team secure the orb. Asuka dangerously low. I don't think he can survive much longer. And he cannot.
The ultimate coming out here from the Bako, going up top. Going to get some damage, but not nearly enough to bring it back into this round. Red Xander, not looking so pretty.
No, but the in-cap, or sorry, the stun onto Shifu will give Bako a little bit of time. The in-cap as well. Oh, but his ally and support goes down. He's going to stand still knowing that was the end. He needed that support. But just to comment on the different play styles of the Xanders, when you've got control, EXM2 all the way. When you've got control, just EXM2, because there's no point in you dealing damage. You've already got control. You can just help sustain your teammates, especially because your heals are kind of lackluster outside of that. But it's when you see a Xander trying to make up for lost times when you're going to see him using his damage M2.
Yeah.
When you're going to see him trying to apply that debuff. The Arcane can be so strong when it's followed up by a lot of damage. And it's like, what, 4 seconds?
Yeah.
Saves on you for like half the game, it feels like.
Yeah, it's a long time. And honestly, why am I even here? Your analysis is so spot on.
Now we're going to see if Impact can try and take this first map in a clean sweep. The Esmo proving to be strong even with the nerfs.
Ooh, the Shifu not having such a good go this time though, taking half his HP. He gets an in-cap, but man, he's getting really.
Did you say
really
half? I think you meant to say almost all of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And another orb for them. They have so much orb control. Hitting the counter. Oh, the wasted M2. The Esmo pulls.
Oh! Oh, he gets out!
Just got out! The timing, barely getting the space bar, probably punching his keyboard to make sure he gets out. The double in-cap followed by an M2. There's the damage. They have mid-control again. It's up to Bako. Can Bako secure this orb for his team? Asuka's trying to find a little bit of range in there. Bako goes in. No, blue team are going to secure the orb, and Bako gets sheeped. That was huge. They really needed that in-cap on their support.
Ooh, the Shifu whiffing his counter, posting a selfie, that's what you call it, right?
Posting a selfie, yep. No one hits your counter, you're just sitting there posting a selfie. Another Esmo ultimate, nearly finding value. Oh, but Esmo actually goes down.
They get him.
That is huge. You went a little bit too hard.
Ooh, the shield.
Yeah, M2ing into a shield.
It's not looking so good for the blue team here, Carpet.
It's not looking amazing, but oh my god, he almost got the kill. He got his counter hit as well. Can one finish off the other? They can't kill him.
Oh, they get him.
Down, but there goes Shifu. Xander. He wants to just take out at least one. He can handle this.
He's putting out so much damage. He might be able to do this. He's now sitting on more HP than his enemies. This orb is going to go to the red team, but Carpet, this is still doable.
Oh, and then pushed out. There's a little bit.
He gets him.
He gets Asuka. Left against a Bako. He can play around the bulwark. He's got his heal as well. But Bako's got an ultimate. He's just waiting. I think Bako has this one. Breaking line of sight. Don't waste the ultimate yet.
Oh!
The EXE to get the final bit of damage, and Peruvian Prodigy stay alive in this map.
Dude, I was so ready to flex, be like, yeah, I said God was a god. No wonder he did that. But I mean, still, he almost brought that back, that burst damage onto the Ashka, onto Bloods. Like, Bloods just kind of got eviscerated.
That was, I mean, again, it's really easy to forget that you have Arcane Catalyst on you because it sticks around for so long. You really can't play around it that much because you'll find yourself just running away half the match.
Yep.
It's not terribly difficult for him to apply it for you, especially if he builds the BattleRekt, or when he sheeps you, he'll put Arcane Catalyst, which I believe both of them have built.
Yeah, it's pretty core.
It's just, again, you pretty much constantly can debuff somebody if you just land anything in succession.
Ooh, a nice counter from the Shifu. Gonna allow him to get onto this Bako, and a good portal gets him away from the Bulwark.
Nope, he just goes straight in instead, though. Figured he might try and meet up with his teammate, but again, decides to put in the pressure. Portal into in-cap, my all-time favorite thing to do.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Bako, he didn't do escape there, actually pushes Shifu out of his heal, but he doesn't seem to give it to him.
Oh, sick pull. He narrowly dodged the Ashka, hitting the Bako, forcing him to play more defensively, getting a lot of damage onto the already low Bako. He's getting melted here.
Ashka, oh my god, Hopkins trying to save it, but there's the, oh my god, he hit the Bulwark instead. The Esmo ultimate's gonna nearly kill Xander. He's got nothing left, no one to heal off of. He's gonna yank them to him and Bako, but they're gonna lose orb control for that exact play. And now Peruvian Prodigies are looking dangerously low. The pull from Esmo.
Pull after pull from Dizzler, man. What an incredible player. He's landing all of these. No, Dizzler.
Oh, this one, okay.
Yeah, Dizzler's the Esmo.
Actual Dizzler, I don't know, man. Damn you, Iska. Oh my god, the sheep form well timed, keeping Bako away from any kind of pressure. He wants to close in Shifu. He didn't go into, I thought he was gonna go into that. Not great considering he could be facing some ultimates.
Yeah, he understood the flow of the game though. BattleRekt's all a game of flow, and he went in, he got that in cap, went back for orb, and it's a surefire win for blue team when that happens.
I think they're gonna be able to get this. The ultimate from Bako won't be able to find the kill, and there it is. Through the Bulwark potential, he's gonna use his EX M1. At least Esmo did, and that is going to be an impact, taking map number 1 in a 3-1 victory. Unbelievably played by them. I'm loving the new team comps. I'm loving seeing new combos.
Yes. The Xander play is very, very interesting, very fun to watch. Such a good character, and both of these players that are playing it incredibly good at it. Both Iska and Gaddafi, incredible players.
Now, why I want to both agree with you in the same sentence as continue on with the previous thought, saying that we think Xander has the potential to be an incredibly strong champion. Why I think a lot of champions, like at least in my opinion, just from playing a lot of games in this game in particular, generally the ones where you have multiple decisions to make every time you cast an ability, I think are going to be the ones that have a higher skill ceiling.
Yeah, naturally.
The less linear you are, obviously, I think the more you can do and the mind games you're going to play.
Yes.
Xander, with every single ability he casts, he has a decision to make.
Yep.
Every single time he casts spacebar, would I rather EX, keep myself a little bit safe, maybe mind game somebody into chasing my portal or my clone. Who do I portal? Is it myself? Do I portal someone else?
Yeah. And
when do I portal them? We portaled Shifu away from that Bulwark. That way he wouldn't just stand around waiting for the Bulwark to cool down. Or maybe he didn't trust Shifu to not hit it. So he figured, hey, get out of here. So then he just found Ashka instead. Or do you wait for that until there's pressure on? There's so many decisions.
So many options.
And that's why I think he's going to have an incredibly high skill ceiling. You're going to see a lot of cool things made with him. But let's check out a replay of... I was too busy talking, didn't hear a damn thing.
This replay is so cool because I see a lot of what happened last patch coming into play here. I believe this is when Iska, a.k.a. Red Dizzler, narrowly makes it out of the Esmo ultimate.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the ultimate going to be dropped here, and the pull silence, it looks like it's going to land and he's going to get it. But the silence was nerfed by 0.1 second last patch, and that 0.1 second saved Iska in this round.
It actually did that. That would have... I want to say if not killed him, put him to at least 5 health.
Yeah, he was certainly dead if that happened. And that round actually went to the red team. So we see the nerf there coming in. Generally, you don't see a 0.1 second nerf changing around, but
Yeah, a lot of times when you see patch notes in this game, and this is just for anyone that might be a little bit newer or hasn't been as experienced, everything seems small.
Yes.
It seems tiny and tweaked. Like, oh, I only got 2 more damage on that. But when you really want to think about you as a person choosing BattleRekt and what kind of value you're going to get out of it, think of how many times do I do that in a match?
Yeah.
Like, I'm Bako, and I smash people into walls, let's say 8 times in a single map, right? That's, when you're looking at 8 damage added to that with my M1s.
That adds up quick, man.
You're adding up, I mean, that is a significant amount of team damage that I'm doing to my opponents now.
Yeah.
So if I don't want to choose that BattleRekt, is that because I don't push people into walls enough? Or do I find more value in something else? So definitely think about the value you're getting out of it, and even just 2 damage repeated 8 times in a match. You're looking at now 16 extra damage, which could be the difference between a kill.
Yeah, it's exactly like you mentioned with Thorn earlier. Like the Thorn nerf that makes it so you can't confirm an M1 off of landing in space ends up being like 80 or 90 damage around just because M1s add up a lot. Like all these small changes. Yeah, especially for Thorn. All of these changes are actually so impactful.
So, think we're going to see any team champion changes?
I think it's very likely we'll see out of the red team not Xander. I know from personal experience that Iska doesn't like playing Xander into the blue team so much, or into Impact so much, because he hasn't had much success with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another healer come out. But then again, I think Xander might actually be in a place where, you know, once teams start to get used to playing with him, you might just need to play Xander.
And I imagine, you know, do you think about, there's pros and cons to Xander,
yes,
obviously. The pros are what you can do for your teammates. The cons being, again, as an individual, it's very difficult to have a large impact. Although we did see a lot of damage there at the end.
Yeah,
it is potential. There's a chance.
Yes, yes.
But again, a lot of your abilities, 3 of them, are to run away or to move.
Yep, they're all mobility.
3 of them are mobility, 2 of them are damage, which leaves a couple others for some other stuff.
Yeah, which is part of what makes Arcane Catalyst so cool. Amps up the damage of your allies since you won't be doing all that much yourself.
So while we're here, we've got a top-notch analyst here with us, and I'd like anyone in chat to ask us some questions. He knows the game incredibly well. He's competed, he's played, he's done a great job. In the meantime, we're going to get into the draft of the next map. Let's see if Peruvian Prodigies swap anything up, and they will immediately. Rutha going to Thorn, taking away the Bako.
Doesn't trust the Bako.
That makes me sad, but at the same time, I guess we'll see if they stick with Xander. If they stick with Xander, do you think Thorn is going to have a better time with a Xander support, or do you think Bako? I mean, I'm always going to lean towards Bako.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Shifu is known to have an incredibly good matchup into Thorn and Xander. Once the Thorn space is in, you can just portal.
Yeah.
The Thorn not going to have nearly as easy a time sticking on enemies this round as we saw in like the earlier games.
And what that ends up doing is it also kind of forces Xander's hand into helping out his Thorn. He'll a lot of times have to save that portal for Thorn, since it's going to be a lot easier for Shifu to find that Thorn and to try and put punishment on him. So we'll see what Dizzler ends up choosing. Dizzler, he does stick with Xander, but Blood Assassin moves to Jumong as their ranged champion.
Yeah, you know, Xander, Jumong, an incredibly strong comp. It's pretty hard to get massive damage onto the Jumong, both because of all of his outs that he just has in his kit, and the Hearts debuff and the portal. Jumong, an incredibly potent combo with the Xander.
Also, again, PSA, the red Dizzler is a troll and a terrible one at that, Iska.
Yeah, we call him Iska here.
Yeah, his name's Iska.
Yeah.
Also, I want to think of something that's not too mean, but just mean enough to get payment for all this treachery he's put me through this season. Bad player? I don't know. We'll see if he loses.
Dang, that's
I know,
savage.
that's too
savage
mean.
cast.
He's a great player, but man, savage player, you're doing this to me. The real Dizzler, please stand up. We have him picking Esmo. So they're sticking with the Esmo, Shifu, Xander composition, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Easy for them to build up energy. I mean, Esmo, he's so sticky, and a lot of times when you're going against him, what makes him so frustrating is when he spaces once, it almost says, just ignore him for a second.
Yeah.
Just wait till he spaces again.
It's so hard to punish it, man.
It is so hard to punish it because he's going to probably get a free volley of M1s. Space one more time. Get at least a couple more on you before you can react, unless you've got a counter or you're a god.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, it's so easy for them to build up energy slowly. He's got a super long range poke, a super long range root, a super long range root, and I think him building up to ultimates that quickly.
Yeah.
We didn't see Vague doing a lot of ultimates on Shifu, which I think is fair.
Yeah, you know, a couple patches ago, there was a nerf to Shifu where he no longer gains energy when he attacks with his EX immaterial. So you generally don't see Shifu's ultimate all that much. You generally see them spamming their EX space and their R. That in cap is so incredibly important. And I just want to touch on for a second how what you talked about with the Esmo. Esmo gains quite a lot of energy, has a huge impact from long range with both the lockdown and the grip, and his ultimate with the BattleRekt. Secures the orb for free, locks enemies in, makes it pretty hard for him to get out. Like, energy on Esmo is huge.
Oh, God. That hurt really bad. I just sneezed. I muted myself, guys. Don't worry. You didn't miss out on it. I can't mute this one.
Good luck, Carpet. You can do it.
Oh, God. Ouch.
Don't die here, man.
Why does that hurt so bad? Something's wrong.
Oh, no. Carpet's dying, guys.
All right. We're going to see if the Rain of Arrows can help them keep a little bit more pressure. Thorn is not used to spacebar, so he is effectively a sitting duck with no energy, although he just built enough. There's the Barb Husk, and they know better than to hit into that.
Shifu portals in here. Pretty ballsy play for someone with no energy. He is going to be able to not take too much damage, though. His EX space, though, completely wasted.
There's the pull. Red team's going to secure an orb, and I've got another sneeze coming up. All you in the flesh.
All right, we got the Shifu going and getting a nice in cap onto the Xander and getting a decent amount of damage onto Blood's Assassin. Great character rotation there. Understanding that the Xander can't help him out, so he chooses to instead go on the Jumong. Rain of Arrows here dealing quite a lot of damage to both the Esmo and the Shifu, but Shifu, he's still not letting up. He has those 4 charge M2s. He's going to lay it into the Thorn, and now they're going to back up for an easy mid. Oh, but the Rain of Arrows? No, blue team still gets that orb.
And the ultimate onto Thorn as well. Shifu's just going to find a time to go in there. He knows he has no space bar.
Ooh.
Thorn has now space, which means he's nothing but the portal left to save him. He's got no energy for the Barbed Husk. Shifu was hoping to almighty that he got that counter hit.
Yeah, he wanted that.
But not this time. But will we see an Esmo ultimate just to force mobilities to allow Shifu to go in? He wants to find an M2. He finds it into Xander. Xander's got almost nothing. There's the ultimate, but he kills him even before the ult goes off. They have no more support now, no more utility. It's going to leave Thorn. Spacebar down, nothing left, but he finds a cross kill. Oh, there it is.
You mentioned it last round. We didn't see too many Shifu ultimates, but this time he's going to clean up 2 kills to finish off the round for Impact.
I think probably because you also know that Xander was dead.
Yes.
Can't portal out of my ult.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just going to press this button.
Might as well.
Your savior is gone.
Press F to pay respects.
Yeah, really nice round there from Impact, though. Veg, his aggression on the Shifu is pretty uncontrollable on the side of the red team. Peruvian Prodigies just don't have an answer for Veg's Shifu.
Impact taking the first round. They have the first map too. Oh god, the sneeze. I'm leaking.
Round 2, Impact is up 1-0. A nice pull from Esmo going to start this one off. The entangling roots from Rutha going to miss. This is not looking so good for the red team. They're going to have to play pretty defensively as they both portal out, but a nice double sheep slows down the roll of the blue team. They do, however, back up and secure mid control, but now going in, Shifu wants that damage.
Dizzler has no more arcane barrier. He had to use his shield on himself. He doesn't have a whole lot, but he does have his ultimate. Will he use it to help secure the orb? No, they're just going to secure it the traditional way. Normal abilities to get the ultimate, and now Shifu's got an ult. Double in cap, though.
But the cleanse from Iska coming out, getting a lot done. But the ultimate, the Esmo! Oh.
There it is! The portal? Was it?
Yeah, that was the portal.
It looked like both were gone.
Beautiful portal placement there from Iska.
You know what will work in the EX space from Thorn?
You're right.
But he didn't have a space bar because he's too busy using it for other things.
Red gets the orb. That's pretty important for him.
The orb swap, but Thorn has an ultimate. He just actually decides to bail out. The ultimate is out, but the entangle onto Shifu makes him have to support him a bit more. He's going to EX space through this. He wants to try and take out Thorn while he has a chance. Nice pull as well. The portal is now down. Thorn needs to be incredibly careful of how he engages here. Blue should be able to secure this orb easily.
Oh, Dizzler gets pulled in and turns the table, just drops his ultimate, gets a lot of damage here onto Iska, and Iska's going to fall.
Thank you for correcting.
Yeah.
Calling him Iska. I'm forgetting all the time.
Dude, it's so difficult.
I just read what I see.
Yeah.
I don't think. No thinking happens. Impact now 2 rounds up. 1 more round and they will be our last qualified finalists.
How you doing, Carpet? Are you dying over here?
I'm doing better. Ugh.
You alive? You breathing?
I'm a little clogged up, but I think we're good.
All right, don't die. I need you. I need you here.
We have another broadcast after this too.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just stuff my mouth with marshmallows. Why can't stuff my mouth with marshmallows? I'm done for.
You're done, dude. You're a goner.
It's gonna be a single cast.
You think Impact's gonna take this? Call it.
I think they got it.
Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good for them. The first 2 rounds have been pretty dominant.
They really have. And just in general, what they have to try and play around, I think Thorn finds a lot of difficulty, just the amount of heavy hitters that he has to try and dodge, and he only has that single ability to do so. His spacebar, he's now turned into a sheep. He's trying to hold that spacebar as long as possible. There's the double pull, unbelievably done. The counter now will get hit, that's it. Shifu though, running out of cooldowns, the EXM2 to try and save him. He'll stay alive a bit longer. Portal, he portals just to the wall instead. I figured maybe he was trying to get to the other side of it.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there. They do get the orb though. This guy, he needed those greens, but he's not going to get them. Or Veg rather, and Vegas taking so much damage.
He really is. There's the EXM2 to help protect. Oh my god, pulled him through the portal. That was pretty sick. He stays in there. There's an ultimate from Esmo.
But the portal.
Another portal. So many portals.
Portal City, man.
Counter hit with the double in cap. It's going to buy him so much time. He's just going to run away. I like it.
Yeah, smart play. They secure the orb. Iska, or Veg rather, resets. He needs these greens down bottom. He doesn't want to grab them though. He wants to go in. His counter is proc.
Might be a little bit risky. He's got enough for the X base. There it is. He's got a portal as well. They're trying to time it. Now they just know what he's doing. Just go in, force some stuff. Jump out. Esmo now built up for an ultimate. He's using it to try and secure the orb. And actually a little bit of damage on the Thorn, but the Barbed Husk will mostly protect him.
Ooh, the ultimate being dropped here from Godolph. He wants to find a kill here. He's going to get some nice damage onto Iska.
The blind M2 onto Iska from across the wall.
Oh, Shifu. The portal gets him out. It's close though, man. Shifu, he's looking like he's going to die here.
Thorn using his ultimate, not finding any value out of that. Will we see a pull here? Oh, they actually just a little bit anti-synergy again. Another orb for blue team. 4 orbs to none, but they're still struggling to get any kills.
Oh.
We'll see a Jamong ult. A rogue Jamong ult.
Unlikely. The portal, it'll be pretty hard to hit that. Both members of the blue team, they're getting really low.
It'll be a play of the day. I'd love to see it. He might use it to secure orb. Oh, he couldn't get it.
Doesn't get the orb, uses all his energy, and blue team gets the orb. That's not a good look. Blue team, they're really sick in this round because of these five orb count. 5-0.
We'll see an ult from Esmo very soon. The portal's now down. I think now's his chance. Ooh. He's jumping and he gets the ultimate. They're stuck. Oh, there it is!
The Thorn space!
The EX space from Thorn saving everybody from so much damage, and this is it. All hell's breaking loose. Everyone has to go for a kill. So many cooldowns have been used, and they somehow stay alive. Shifu EX space. We're going to see a space from Red Xander trying to get out of there, and there it is, the kill onto Esmo.
They need this kill on Iska right here. If they don't get it, the round will stabilize for the red team likely. Red team finally secures their first orb too. The Dead Root's going to come out and get a little bit of damage. Looking like red team has this.
All right. Yep, that's it. Peruvian Prodigy stay alive with an unbelievable EX space from Thorn.
Yeah, incredible play. It's cool that you were talking about it earlier too, and we really see the impact it can have here. The impact, hey, get it?
Hey,
but yes.
Okay, a pro caster, you know? This is why I'm a pro caster. I clearly know what I'm doing.
Yeah, saving all 3 characters from that Esmo ultimate though, absolutely huge. That would have been round changing.
Impact looking to find that final round. But that means all the pressure's on them to lose this. Peruvian Prodigies just want to make it to map number 3. They can obviously pull it off with a team comp, but look at how little orb control they have. They lost, what, 5 orbs that last round.
Wow.
Oh, goodbye, Jamong.
Yeah, this round is going so well for the blue team. Veg's pressure has gone unpunished. He's going in unrelentlessly, and it's not looking so good if you're a fan of the Peruvian Prodigies.
And he just built up enough energy to get that EX space. Look at him, he's just mounting in. He does not care. Portal now used, but only finding value on 1, which means they're not going to be able to help out Thorn. Barbed Husk down. Almost nothing to help Xander. He's rooted, but no one can find damage on him right now.
Yeah, I talked about it earlier, and we're really seeing it here. Oh, as I say that, the Esmo ultimate coming out, but another EX space from the Thorn, going to save his ally. But still, this is looking pretty rough for the red team. Portal used too, and all of the cooldowns being forced to use on this Xander because of the Shifu pressure, and he's still taking so much damage.
EXE pulling him in. Xander unbelievably low. He has to get out of there. He space bars out. Esmo wants to hunt for the kill. The body block from Jamong, and he portals out of there. Esmo, will he pay the price?
Oh, he
will!
The ultimate coming out here, the Jumong landing a nice bit of damage, but the 2 characters on the red team both getting pretty low. The Thorn is burrowing away. Ooh, the spear doesn't land. That was pretty close. But they want this Thorn kill.
They want the Thorn kill. Shifu has an ult, but he knows better, and his support goes down. The Shifu 1v3.
Oh, he has the ultimate, but with the portal available, it seems pretty unlikely.
He also just got caught in a very terrible place. And Peruvian Prodigies going so hard. The Jamong body block on the M1s from Esmo,
so
keeping his support alive.
So sick. Yeah, Diz, he went in really hard for that kill in a situation where, you know, maybe he didn't have to, but he felt very confident, wanted to play aggressively. He paid for it.
We both called it. We both called impact, and we might eat our words.
Yeah, you know, Caster's curse here? Is that what this is?
A little bit of that, or just stupid people curse. I think just idiots curse is
More
probably
likely
the better one. People call it Caster's curse because they just don't want to call themselves idiots.
Ooh, a nice spear dodge there, dodging the entangling roots from the Thorn, but still, Ruth are going to back out, play a little defensively here.
In cap, Root, waiting for the M2, just going to take the portal and actually find safety. I think they feel a little bit burned from going too ham for that kill last time. The counter won't get hit. EX space to heal up, get some sustain, bail out of there. Red team, or blue team easily securing the orb.
A nice in cap onto the Thorn, trying to set up some damage, but not going to get too much thanks to the Barbed Husk.
The portal to help Shifu out. They've gotten that combo down.
Yeah.
Oh, the EX pull. Nothing left for Xander. The EX space, there it is, Thorn. But now that he knows he doesn't have it, everyone has to use a mobility out of there, which means this is their time to go for the kill.
Yeah, literally every defensive ability used from the red team, and now the damage is coming out onto Iska. But as I say that, the Shifu gets burst pretty hard too.
The Sheep was really well timed, plus it put the Arcane debuff onto Shifu. Couldn't get the EX pull either. No counter, get baited, baby. Thorn's got an ult.
Ooh, a nice pull there.
Yeah, and so does Esmo. There it is. Thorn's going to ult out of that. And actually, the ult didn't even find the orb. Esmo would have liked to try and move that towards the orb, but they will still secure an orb. 3 orbs to none. They have so much control, but they just can't finalize the kills.
Yeah, it's so hard to get damage onto this Jumong core with Iska backing him up. It's pretty tough here, and Iska is starting to take a little bit of damage here. Godolph going in, not Godolph, but Dizzler rather, trying to find that damage.
The entangle, not finding anybody. Thorn now has base bar, which means he's relying on the portal. Shifu just wants to kill here. He's going to get his counter hit, but by the wrong person. Instead, he's just going to bail out. It actually helped him out in the long run. He couldn't get the pull, even just to force the hit from Jumong. Double rain of arrows, no more charges for him.
Ooh, a nice in cap back here. They're going to find some damage onto the Thorn with the M2 of the Shifu, but the cleanse going to heal up a lot of it.
EXE pulling the orb away from the claw. 4 orbs to none. Team Impact slowly pulling away. The portal is there. He almost goes down, but the M2. You don't see that very often. The kill from the M2 from Xander to take out Thorn. And now the 2v3, while Jumong looks healthy, he can get punished so hard. Can he take out Esmo before he can get out of there?
They might be able to get him here. He is able to just barely make it out, though. He's not out of the woods just yet. Dizzler trying to find the damage on him, but not looking like he's going to be able to.
Trying to double rain of arrows, punish as much as he can. Somehow he lives. I don't know how he stays alive. Can he take out Xander right now? He has to bunny into the portal. The 1v3. Please. Just because I want to see a 1v3, but no Impact are going to take map number 2 in an unbelievable round 5. A near reverse sweep from Peruvian Prodigies, but Impact will be our last qualified finalist of BattleRekt, Valentine's European Edition on Wednesdays, week number 9.
I really like the adjustment there coming out of Impact. You know, this 3rd and 4th round, we saw them commit way too hard to kills that they weren't just able to get. And that 5th round, they played so much more passively, didn't engage too hard until the outs were used, and ended up taking it off of a War of Attrition game, just like the earlier rounds.
Now, if you'll notice just the comp in general, Esmo and Shifu, I drew a huge blank there. Yes. I almost said Thorn. Esmo and Shifu, to get kills, often means heavy commit.
Yes.
And with 2 of your champions needing to commit for kills, that's why you saw so long they just couldn't get the final blow.
Right.
Because to get that 60 burst damage potential, to get that final chunk of health off of somebody, you have to go kind of hard.
Yeah, you do.
Especially with a Xander on their team to help pull them out of things, and also EX spaces from Thorn.
Yep.
So overall, they had so much team escape. Let's take a look at the wonderful EX space from Thorn here as the Death Vortex came closing in and the Esma ultimate to try and get the final blow.
Such a sick play. Oh my gosh. That would have hit for sure. Knocked out the Xander into the sudden death. But because of that beautiful EX space, they're able to make it out, and they win this round, actually.
And then again, notice how Xander actually used his own Thorn as the body block through the M2 from Shifu, so he took reduced damage. Or actually, might have been Jumong. Either way, whatever. Using his teammates as the meat shield, but honestly necessary, because I could have gotten the kill. Then using the portal to get them out of there. And honestly, at that point, I said it when it was happening, but
yeah,
everyone had the next thing happening is a kill.
Yep.
So many cooldowns got used, and now everyone's in such close proximity. All you can do now is try and punish.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. In a lot of situations like that, you'll see an ability used, like an ultimate, to force out a lot of abilities, and then the kill to follow it up. It doesn't honestly matter a lot of the time if the ultimate gets the kill or not.
Because when you think about just the thought process going through that, Thorn just used his spacebar.
Yep.
Which means he's now relying on only Barbed Husk, and then you watch Portal get used.
Yep.
So at that point, like, now's our chance. We have to get a kill now. If we let them reset, we might be screwed.
Yep.
Because Thorn can stay alive for so long just with his natural ability to heal himself. And also between both of the team mobility between the EX space of him and the portal as well. So it was fun seeing everyone go nuts. And it actually worked in favor of Peruvian Prodigies. But sadly, not enough rounds could they get the kills. And they will go down 2-0 in maps.
Good match to watch, though. That second game was really close. I thought for a second they might be able to bring it back, but not quite.
So I don't know if people actually ask us questions when I told them to ask you questions. Because then I stopped looking. You're just such a pretty man. I couldn't look away. Nothing I could do. Guys, you got any questions? We wrapped up our last semifinal, which means we're going to be moving to our finals very shortly.
Yes.
But for the finals, He's going to take a step away
It won't
temporarily.
be me. It won't be me.
It won't be him.
It'll be a big upgrade. You'll get the legendary toaster loading once
Don't
again.
talk up to him.
Dude, he's great. Do you watch that guy? That guy's amazing.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have no choice.
Do you see how he handled those marshmallows?
That was disgusting. I can't believe I even fell for that crap. He said it tastes like saltwater taffy. It was just a disgusting marshmallow.
I mean, he got you. He got you good.
He did get me good.
Yeah.
But then he did it too. So is that really? I guess it's like a got me okay.
He looked happy when he did it.
He
was like smiling
That's true.
over here.
He's kind of a sick man. But if you have any final questions for the unbelievably talented and knowledgeable in the flesh,
Will you
please,
stop?
by all means, throw them in the chat. I'm going to make him uncomfortable by complimenting him.
Yeah, it's
nice tie, by the way. I like it.
Thank you. Thank
Is that your V-Day tie?
It is. It's my analyst tie. It's my, hey, look at me. I know what I'm talking about. tie.
Oh, is that your only tie that you own?
No, I own like 6.
I was going to say we need to go shopping.
No.
Every man should have at minimum 30 ties.
Dude, ties are great, honestly.
30 ties at minimum.
Yeah. You get to feel so cool while you wear it.
Spend the investment. Plus, and then like if you're drinking, it's a good label of like, put it around your head. Don't talk to me. I've been drinking too much.
That is Carpet from his college days right there.
That is me from last week.
From last week.
Anyways, thank you so much. We just wrapped up our semifinals. We're moving into our finals in the flesh. Thank you. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Will we get to see you in North America?
Oh, yes, I will be here. I'll
All
be
right.
here casting once again with the legendary Findable Carpet. Thanks for having me, guys.
So if you want to actually learn about BattleRekt, make sure you tune in again for North America. And for more disgusting commentary, tune in just 5 more minutes for the finals. We're going to have Toaster loading back on the desk. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. We'll be back very shortly. ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Hey, we're back.
We've got him back. Toaster loading.
Yeah, I'm back. I was hiding in the set. Hope I'm playing a little game with you guys during chat, but good to be here. Super fun watching in the Fleshcast. That guy's mind is a freaking amalgamation of all minds put together.
That's a big word.
I had to look it up because I was so intimidated.
Did you feel inferior to his knowledge?
What's that one? What's that mean? What does that mean?
Because I most definitely did. I didn't feel too great knowing that he knows that much more than I did, but it's great. It's always good to have players out here. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him for quite some time. We played the game for, I think I've known him for about a year at this point.
Wow.
It's kind of the beginning of the conception of the game.
Yeah.
But how'd you feel about it?
I think it was super fun. We've got a rematch of last weekend's battle between Impact and Don't Read This. Watching Impact again beat Peruvian Prodigies, because we saw Peruvian Prodigies a few weeks ago beat Impact in the quarterfinals, and we're like, what the heck happened? So to see Impact come back and kind of assert their dominance 2 weeks in a row probably has got to feel really good for them. Last week we saw Don't Read This 2-0 Impact, so I'm excited to see if anything has changed.
And we got that double Xander.
That was so fun.
Double
what
Xander?
And Esmo and Shifu? So the Xander Shifu you and I have been working on in twos for a while, but to throw an Esmo in there was a blast to watch. Everyone's just popping all over the map. You don't know who's where, what's what. You can't trust your butt. It rhymes.
You
So
can't. What's what? You can't trust your
who's
butt.
where, what's what. You can't trust your butt.
You don't know what's going on. All right, let's see how the day's gone so far. We're moving into our finals, ladies and gentlemen. In the quarterfinals, it's been nothing but 2-0 sweeps all day. Not some crazy stuff going on from teams, although I don't think it truly tells the full story. I think Peruvian Prodigies still brought it to Impact pretty heavily. Don't Read This, again, 365. We're able to move forward, and now our finals. Don't Read This and Impact. And guess what?
What?
The winner becomes the winner, and they win some money. It is the money match.
Yeah.
I think what I really want to see out of both these teams, champions we've never seen before.
You want
fully new. So what do you think?
Well, here's the thing. What's crazy is we haven't seen a Paloma in a while. So is that new for you? Do you want to see a Paloma back here?
No.
Do you want? Do you want to see? We gotta see a lot of. We only saw a little bit of Ivy today. Oh, Varesh. We've not seen Varesh since the patch.
That's true, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I don't like Varesh.
Oh,
you know what? I don't like Varesh. I'm not a big fan of Varesh. Not a big fan of him. But you know I'm a big fan of?
What?
Some fun facts, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you know that today there will be a 3% increase in veterinarian visits due to pet owners feeding their animals chocolate?
People feed their animals chocolate?
It's like they're like Happy Valentine's Day. And they don't even think about it, and they give their pets chocolate.
That's like the #1 rule. Like, you don't give your pets
now,
chocolate.
Yeah, sure. Now here's the question: is pet owners, like adults, or maybe kids, do it? Right? Maybe kids are like, oh, I got chocolates. Here, Fido, you have a
That's
chocolate.
True.
And but it's just sad. 3%. That's a lot of vets.
If there's one thing to take away from Valentine's Day, don't give your pets chocolate.
Yeah.
All right, I know it tastes good to some people. Myself, I'm not one of them.
Even if it's a chocolate lab.
Are
that's
you
not how they got? That's
Toaster, you like sweets and chocolate, right?
Oh my gosh, you know it.
You mind if I feed you?
I guess you know what? Yeah.
I'm gonna feed you.
Okay. Here.
Chocolate-covered marshmallow. You want some? Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's good. That's some good stuff. Thank you. Oh, jeez. It's all over my face now.
Don't Read This. Starting out with a Pestilus. Randler. Randler on Pesty, baby. What are you going to see God of and Vague do? Yeah, let's see Vague on Destiny. Right? No! Vague on Thorn. I've been bamboozled.
Again.
God of on Xander again, though.
Dizzlers and Dizzlers bamboozling people all over the place.
What are we going to see?
Ice marshmallow is great. Hey, we got Iva back.
We got Iva back, which means Dizzler, or sorry, Dizzier. No, that's the real Dizzler.
I think that's the real one.
Better play Baco. I want to see Baco Iva before Valentine's Day is done.
But I don't think that really fit here.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm more thematic than I am about winning. All right, Dizzler on Jamong. Vague on Thorn. We see Thorn on Thorn action. Your Nightmare proving to be what I can potentially say one of the best Thorns out there in the entire world.
He was playing out of his absolute freaking mind.
Out of his absolute freaking mind.
You know what?
Xander.
I try to think if there's like people who thrive on Valentine's Day. Like there's people who just like, they feel love and passion and they're like, I'm going for it.
Do I tell him? You definitely have chocolate over your face, dude.
Oh, because you rubbed it all in my mouth.
Well, what am I supposed to do? It's hard to find. You're a toaster. Yeah. I didn't know where the mouth was.
It's the slots in the top.
That's not the mouth. So you just spit out burnt things?
Yeah. Put it in my mouth, it's like heats up and
What a weird and crappy superpower. Oh,
Yeah.
you're smearing it around?
No, what you do is that's what this,
Oh, God.
this is what I did in my room growing up. It's like
That is so gross.
it's like, hey, clean your room, and it's like, no, I'm just gonna smear everything around.
Oh, hello.
Wow!
Oh, my God.
Look at this!
This is the best day ever.
Happy Valentine's
All right, this is
Day.
the one thing I will actually eat with chocolate.
Hold on, wait. Before we do this,
I'm not feeding you, though.
I'm feeding
I know
you.
chat wants it. You're not going to feed me.
yeah, yeah.
No, you're not.
Open up.
No, you're not. You better get the game.
Open up.
Get the game.
Open up.
Get
Get freaking wrecked.
Damn it.
Yeah! We did it, chat! We did it! I give you what you want, baby. I give you. I'm talking to chat.
Notice how I could not eat that, though.
Yeah. I'm eating
This
it.
is lunch.
This is some good lunch.
So there's chocolate on these totally real rose petals.
All right.
What is that rainbow face that I see in chat? I don't get that. What is that?
It's because it's Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Pride.
It's Valentine's Pride. Valentine Pride. All right, don't read this and Impact here in the final week of BattleRekt's finals. We have a repeat of last week. The question is, will we see a repeat
Well, that's really good strawberries.
of the same? If it is, don't read this. Again, went up 5-1 against their first round. Completely different comps from last week, which is so fun to see. Not sure if it's the patch that's changing this. But right off the bat, look at that. We've got NASCAR Thorn. He gets zapped, goes Burrow, and speeds towards don't read this. Now we've got both Thorns just kind of M1ing each other. Nice to spotlight, kind of knocking Thorn out of the way, getting some healings to back. Split to a little 2v1.
He's taking almost no damage. I don't understand how your Nightmare's taking almost no damage. He literally just held an M1 till he got his ultimate.
That's insane.
Look at it.
Tractor beam coming out there from Iva, going to negate some of Jamong's damage. See Thorn ult now going through your Nightmare, not finding anyone, but forces a little bit of space bars out, so let's see if they can capitalize on that. Burrow coming through. The double knockup. Rabbit form into the portal. That is an elusive bunny right there.
He knows exactly what it takes to get out of danger.
Red team
Danger.
slain the orb.
Iva almost had an ultimate. Does have an ultimate. Who am I kidding? Almost used the ultimate. There's the ult from Thorn again. Apparently, we've just replaced this match with the Amazon Rainforest because it's just nothing but trees. Thorn's gonna go down to a Pestil Assault, I think.
This is where we do like a TSA or a PSA. Public service. What's a TSA?
The TSA.
This is where we do a PSA of like, with the rainforests are slowly dying, and you can help sponsor and save trees. You know,
Call us.
call us 1-811-77-711-2B7 apartment 6.
And talk to Mary 23.
Wait. Someone in chat said the most amazing thing. Someone asked it because you said, "Hey, in the flesh," like you told chat. We have in the flesh here, this pro mind, ex-pro player, best guy in BattleRekt. If you have any questions, let them know. And someone said, "Hey, I've got a question for you. My name's Mary. I'm 23 years old. I'm a French-American hairdresser. Everyone keeps calling me a robot. What should I do for Valentine's
What a
Day?"
god. We have a real meme lord.
Real meme lord.
All right, Thorn's trying to go in and find value. So is Thorn. Oh, look at that. Thorn is M1ing Thorn. Then Thorn entangled, and the other Thorn's pulling.
Thorn's all over the place.
All right, Jamong having to use his prow, which means he has just enough charges for the double space. Red team are going to secure orb.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know who's got orb control this matchup.
Iva's got to be careful. Oh, uses spacebar, and Thorn actually takes his Xander portal. Vake pops up to go on to Pestilus. So I'm not sure what the decision of that was. Iva did have her mobility, one of her main ones down. Here we go, the ultimate though. Gonna connect on the Pestilus, Infest down, spacebar's all for Iva. Let's see if Don't Read This can capitalize this, but here's the response. Your Nightmare ulting right on the center. Don't Read This though, gonna find an orb of their own, tying it up 1-1.
Goes big for them. They really needed that to try and keep it in their favor. We're going to see, oh, Pestilus is going to ult. Thorn wants to just make him space, which means he's got nothing left. The Iva ultimate, knowing there's nothing left to help out Thorn, but he just wiggles his way out of that damage, barely takes anything. Spacebar's out. A little bit of a waste of spotlight. He wants to walk back in. Red team get the orb. Will he just get stunned out of this? Bar cost last second. Entangle as well.
Yeah, maybe. He's got to be careful. Down to 26 HP in the corner. That Xander portal, though, going to save him. Gets pulled in, gets panicked. He might just fall right here. The sheep actually not going to connect. He's going to find some green orbs. 28 seconds until overtime. Let's see who is going to last. Oh, it looks like Godov might not be able to. Rabbit former trying to stay in the corner. What in the world?
How?
They're like, oh, it's just a bunny. It's not him. And they just let him run right by him?
And then he gets a kill on the Pestilus. He portals out of there. He stays safe and alive.
What a god!
What on earth
What
just
a
happened?
god of Love Rabbit! That should be his new name. Impact just could not. I don't know if he was WASDing back there. I want to go back and watch that because how in the flippin' world did he not die? Impact does find a kill of their own. It's a support and Jumong versus the Thorn.
That moment was so intense you made Thomas say flippin'. He doesn't curse.
Yeah.
You made him curse. He said a curse.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Flippin' nuts.
Blue team wins the round.
That was amazing. Don't read this. Gonna pick up a round of their own. 1-1 here in the finals. Again, win, score 5 to take a map. These both teams guaranteed money. The question is, who's buying their significant other a bigger bundle of flowers today? Will it be Impact or will it be Don't Read This?
Do anything else. You know? Be more creative. Flowers are the easy route. You know, if I got flowers, I'd be like, really?
Who will put max amount of annual revenue into a Roth IRA for their significant other this day? Is that it?
Yep.
Ah, sweet.
Don't read this. See if they can get mid control. Trying to stay mid. No more Ranavirus, no more spacebar now for Jumong. Does he have enough for a Prowl? He does now, and he's got his charges back. In the meantime, though, Blue Thorn, look at the damage he's taking. He wants to hunt. He knows that the debuff is sitting onto Iva, and she doesn't have much left at her disposal. There's the ultimate from Thorn. And the ultimate from Iva, and there it is. They tried it last time. They were able to finally capitalize on it. Don't read this. Get the first kill onto Impact's Thorn.
Another thing, I love seeing Iva's actually build up for the ultimate because never have I played her in that sense. I always thought her ultimate was just too broadcasted, makes you too vulnerable, but we've seen these top teams use it time and time again. Look at that CC! The mind control to lock Dizzler in place. Don't Read This is trying to finish this out quickly. Iva's getting a little bit low on the side of red. Impact looking to get a kill there. They still have their support god of using that spotlight. This is the thing, even though his health is going up while the M1s from Thorn are going through, he keeps building energy. That is going to be it. Don't Read This. Finding a round now of their own. Back and forth, the seesaw goes. Teeter-totter. Both are the same, right?
They are. Not only did he repeat himself, but you've learned something if you didn't know that teeter-totters and seesaws are the same. Maybe where you're from, you only call them one or the other. I'm still eating these strawberries.
Oh my gosh, you know what? Let me do it too.
These are great.
Guys, if you're at home, grab your strawberries. Grab your house cats.
1, fight.
Wait, why your half cut? All right, there's Thorn space. Everybody hunt. Iva's got to be careful. The Infest, though, to save her from damage. She might have the debuff, but it's not going to do a whole lot. No one's turned on her. Instead, you'll see Your Nightmare trying to hunt, trying to find the cooldowns. He's got his ult already. There it is. He finds all 3 of them.
Wow.
Everyone grouped up.
Wow. That was some amazing value. Impact now down already to 50% HP total.
Iva wants to ult, but she's a little bit too close, and Tangle's now down, so she knows she has potential time. She flicks around, gets the stun. They try to find the kill on the got him.
Yeah, gotta be careful.
The portal is down, which means there's no more help. Thorn tries to run into it.
He does find a big find right at the last second, but Iva is on the hunt. Panic into another panic. Iva turns, finishes off Xander. Gets entangled there, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to find the kill on Thorn. Looks like it's just too late for Impact on this round, and Don't Read This is going to find yet another one. Now up 3-1. They're starting to repeat what happened last week. It was a 5-1 victory on the first map. Then map 2, Impact came back, and it was they won 4 rounds, but still Don't Read This picked up map 2. Just to give you how the things have changed from this week to last week. Last week Impact brought Lucy, we don't see, Iva, oh we don't see, and Thorn. So we have the Thorn. That's the only consistent.
2,
and on the side of Don't
1,
Read This,
fight.
it was Pestilous Destiny Thorn. So they decided to switch out Iva for Destiny. All right, here we go.
Infest is now down.
Tractor beam.
Yep. Yeah, he's trying to get rid of the long-range M1. Meanwhile, you see Your Nightmare on the bottom. Just trying to chunk as much as he can into Jumong.
Doing a good job. He's got an ultimate already. He goes for the orb, and he does get it. And there we go. The Iva just letting those bullets fly. Pestilous, though, falls just like that. Is that Randler?
Can they get a cross kill? Can they get a cross kill here? No, the portal will save them.
Anyway, they're going to try to find it on Dizzler. But I think Iva's now just getting too low. She's doing her best at WASD to the back line, using the track beam to stop it, trying to stall, but the rain of arrows was coming out. She was going to have to leave. She goes down anyway.
I mean, at that point, you just kind of cast what you can. Not going to get a lot of energy without orbs. You kind of need the orbs. Let's finish this. He's going to, might as well knock up the guy who's ulting. Still get ulted.
Talk about, I mean, that's one way to kill a sheep.
With a dragon-slaying arrow?
Yeah, I bet that's effective. You probably don't have much to give to the family afterwards.
I mean, it's called Dragon Slayer, though, so it shouldn't really have an effect on sheep.
Are sheep actually dragons?
Oh, my God.
Guys, what if sheep are the current day form of dragons?
Dragons are real!
Dragons are real! No wonder they kept dragons like used to take them in the middle evil times.
Shepherds are so much cooler now.
They're Dragon Masters! Shepherds are Dragon Masters!
Impact trying to bring this back. Keep it a tied game. Don't read this wanting to pull away. Again, we'll see your Nightmare. Trying to get as much cooldowns out as possible. Dizzler doing the same. The portal's now down, though. That's very early for the portal, which means now we're going to see, after the sheep is down and Tangle's down, there it is, finding a lot of value onto Jamong.
Using that portal early again. Look at these fears. I feel like the panics from Randler, though, have been so on point this game. He's been hitting the first one as well as the bounce. The ultimate from Iva goes through. Thorn ults as well. Gonna cut Iva's ult a little bit short. And there's your Nightmare's response. Everyone fighting in the center. Orb not quite yet, up a few more seconds. Everyone's building up energy. No ults yet available. Don't read this, 57% impact down to 30.
Can Iva take out Jamong while he has the chance? Ooh, now there's two in front of him. Doesn't know which target is his.
Oh, the triple panic.
Oh.
Everyone just got panicked there. That's one reason why you don't want to group against a Pestilus if he's got that up. But look, at good damage there on God Up. They almost found Pestilus running in the back. Gonna get zapped. Swarm as well. Iva's got the ultimate ready. Gonna get stunned. Now that it's down, she knows there's no portal available. There's a sheep, though. Iva gets dragonfied. Impact staying alive. Oh, losing Xander, though. That's gonna be a tough one.
So we're calling out Dragonfied?
Is that like polymorphed? Dragon morphed. Dragon morphed sounds sick.
Dragon Morph sounds like a bad show I watched.
Like the 90s?
Yeah.
It's just like
Dragon Morph! Dragon Morph!
And there's like different, every person has a different color dragon, right?
Sick. I'm so invested in this.
You know, all right, guys, who wants to start a GoFundMe to create the show Dragon Morph with Carpet and I?
While you contemplate that, let's see if Don't Read This can take the first map. Remember, win score 5 in the finals, but still best of 3 maps, so plenty of BattleRekt to come, no matter who the victor is in this. Missed Entangle already. Iva just going all in.
Wow, look at that damage there on to Vague.
Portal needed.
A good one, too.
Can you see your Nightmare try and punish here?
And that's why I like, you know, watching, if Don't Read This doesn't punish right when that portal comes out, it's a great value for impact, but right in the center. Dizzler's got to be careful, getting low, gets pulled back in. Let's see if Prowl's available for him. He is oiled, so he's even slower. Forced to use the Prowl, baiting Thorn right into the polymorph. Meanwhile, in the back line,
Red team still secure their orb. The portal's down, which means Iva knows she can get an ultimate. Instead, she's going to find Thorn. She has to cancel it herself, which means she loses all of the energy.
Wow.
Not the best.
That is unfortunate. Here we go, the ult from Pestilus out. 3 Scarabs available, 1 goes to healing, 1 goes to the illusion. A nice bro to dodge. But
a third one does hit Xander. Iva wants to try and find this kill. The Prowl from Jamong, keeping his sustainability.
And the Spotlight not clearing that Scarab. So God's still going to take that full damage. Dizzler's got to be careful. Oh, the ultimate lining up, but he saw the Thorn coming. A nice
There's
call
Prowl.
from him to cancel it.
This is going to be it. He's got no more space bar. Jamong goes down. Your Nightmare finds him. Don't Read This. Maybe taking map number 1. It's looking promising for them.
Yeah, 78%. A lot of HP still on all 3 members of Don't Read This. With that panic going through. There he goes again. Panic after panic after panic. Not even the ultimate's going to save him. He gets burned. That's one way to kill a tree, with fire. I learned that when I was in elementary school, if you cut a thin line around a tree's trunk, right? So you maybe a few centimeters deep, you just cut a line around, it will kill the tree.
Why would you do that?
I didn't do it. I was told by my biology teacher in elementary school.
Why would he tell you how to kill trees?
You know what? That's a really good question. I never questioned it.
Also, who experimented with that while killing trees?
Someone's like, let me just cut a thin ring around. Let's just see what happens. Just see how long it goes. Apparently, the reason is because the way a tree. This is me recalling back to elementary school, so I will probably butcher this.
100% fact coming out of his mouth
Yeah,
right
here comes
now.
a fact, you guys. The way trees work is they bring in the sugars on the outside of the bark. So on the outside of their trunks, the sugars go in, and the waste comes out from the center. So if you cut the outer ring, you're denying any of the nutrients to make it to the top of the tree.
We've got ourselves a replay.
You have chocolate on your mic.
Oh, I do. I'm too busy looking at the chocolate on my mic. Here's the replay, guys. Iva Ultimate. This is the rabbit again. Now look at this. Ready? Ready? Ready?
So Bunny's here, knocks him back.
Sheep's.
Oh, and then there's the entangle, so he's right behind the wall. Look at and he just slips out.
Can I see it one more time? Can you go back?
Can we go back? I just want to watch how many, like, if there's any abilities. I wonder if Iva, because Iva was entangled. She still had a shot though on him, right? Oh no, she was. I think the Thorn.
The Thorns were in the way.
Yeah, so your
She couldn't
Nightmare's
M1 through the
Thorn
Thorns.
couldn't
Yeah, yeah.
M1. This is incredible.
Can't M1 through. Can't M1. He's not taking any damage.
Goes
You
through.
could just-
Oh, he sees the mid and just goes for it.
And then there it is, a body block again from Thorn. Like, unbelievable that he stayed alive there.
What? Oh yeah. Not only that, then he gets a kill.
Yep.
Boom. He's
The
like,
piercing.
you chasing me, Pestilence? No.
You think you got this?
Here's
You think
what's-
you got me?
Here's what's amazing about that. That is so indicative of what rabbits are really. I don't know. I grew up in the hills, and chasing rabbits, like, you know, after school, when they find brush like that, like Thorn's ultimate, good luck. Good friggin' luck. You can shotgun him as much as you want. You ain't finding him.
Good God. Oh, was your last fun fact true?
What was my last fun fact? True or false?
The chocolate one. Was
The
the
chocolate
best.
one was made up.
What about? Oh, what was it again?
It was that like there'll be a 3% increase in veterinarian visits because pet owners will give chocolate.
Well, I'm glad that people aren't that.
That's
silly.
false. Yeah. And now, and I say false by the fact that I made that up, but it might. I don't
That's
know.
true.
It might have, but
Yeah.
that was made up by me.
Yes. What? Did we have another fun fact?
The fun
earlier?
fact, the first one was that 15% of women would buy themselves
Oh,
flowers.
is that true or false?
That was true.
That's true.
That is unfortunately true. And here's the thing, ladies. Ladies,
Talk to that one.
if buying yourself flowers it makes you fit in or feel like you are being loved, I'm here to tell you that's not the answer, okay? Because you need to know deep down, honestly, that you are loved. You're beautiful. The fact that you are breathing is phenomenal. You have to understand, astrologically, all the things that are stacked up against human beings even waking up in the morning, and you did it. You don't need flowers to show. You did it. You're loved.
Ladies and gentlemen, toaster loading. That was his sign off.
Cheers.
That is his PSA.
I'm out.
To the group.
I'm out.
I don't know how to follow that up. I'm tearing up.
Some people eat this.
I'm tearing up. You mean sick people?
I'm gonna try it.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna try it.
Don't you dare! Oh, gross! You know where that's been? That is technically the strawberry's butt. How does that make you feel?
Gross.
That is where the strawberries poop from.
You know, tastes a little more like salad.
It's like a salad strawberry.
Yeah.
I'm being asked a question right now. The strawberry is the what? Yeah, the seeds are the actual fruit. The strawberry is just there.
A vehicle?
Yeah, it's a vehicle for the seeds.
I don't believe that's true at all.
Yeah. Is that a fun fact from our
Fun fact from our TD?
From our TD?
I think it's false.
From Guy in our ear? All right, guys, what do you guys think is going to happen? We're waiting for the next draft to happen. For the finals, they usually take a little bit more time to brainstorm, figure out what to do.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of Thorn-on-Thorn action. I think he's still a good pick. Not as good of a pick as Baco because Baco's the best.
I think they'll switch to Baco this time.
I think somebody will.
I have a feeling.
I'd like to see it. But again, Baco gets Xander. Doesn't feel good. They just get away from you.
I think they're gonna mind games. They're gonna mind games to this. I believe this is gonna happen. So here's what I'm calling, right? Here's what I'm calling. We're gonna have so we have a Xander already. We know that. I think Impact's gonna go crazy. I don't think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see like another Esmo, because that was super fun to watch. Esmo and Freya. Esmo Freya. Let me see it. Oh! I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. Oh my.
Which means your nightmare's going to play Baco. Damn it! I'm not as cool as you.
Hey, Hey, here we go. Can I get an ISO? Can I get an ISO?
That's not an ISO.
Hey guys.
There we go.
So what you may have just witnessed is something you think is amazing. Perhaps I'm a future teller, a prophet of sorts. And I'm here to tell you, we told you a few weeks ago, never trust a magician. I love magic tricks. Kevin was just fooled by me. You probably were fooled by me too. I have a sheet that shows me what is being picked before it actually is picked. So just get duped. But I loved you too much to paint a lie of myself.
So this is how Toaster Loading celebrates Valentine's Day, by teaching you that lying and deceiving
not good
is more entertaining than not, right? I am so mad because that moment is like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and clip this moment because it was so real and genuine, and now it's been ripped out from underneath me.
Yeah,
my heart's been punched.
Acting. I'm gonna walk around with these all day. We're gonna go to lunch. So me and the Flesh and Carpet are gonna go Subway. Gonna go to Sandwich Way after this.
Yeah, I never agreed to this.
And we should just walk in and it's like, can I have a foot long? And that's it.
Also happy or just like happy Valentine's Day. You know?
Yeah. And we'll give them to people.
That's how we do it.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I don't want to ruin these though. We need this for North America.
One made it into my cup.
All right, guys. Final map potentially, maybe not.
Wow, Ruth X said Toaster is the guy who tells his girlfriend "I love you" after coming home from another girl. That is
wow.
That
absolutely savage.
That is savage. I despise that with my soul.
3, 2.
All right.
Fight.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, I forgot about the new mount sounds. I forgot about them.
Was that it?
It was a horse neighing.
No, I thought that was
Freya
I thought that was Freya. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I believe they brought Freya last week as well into their.
I still think it's been tough for people to find Freya a good home. They're just body blocking, getting the orb for her team as well, and the counter hit. Unbelievably done. Esmo trying to get away from Thorn. He saves his space, but look at how long he held it.
But look at your Nightmare. He is getting absolutely punished. Freya is just relentless.
Hold on, we're about to see 3 ultimates from Impact. 3 ultimates starting with Esmo.
Oh God! They forced the spaceballs out. They got Freya beforehand though. That was some good damage. Your Nightmare might just fall here. Is Barbust available? He runs back. He's got an ultimate. He might use it here for mobility. A little bit of iframes. Gonna do some spins.
And then entangles right into a counter. That is not great. That does not feel great. The ultimate trying to take Esmo, but he didn't get the pull. The panic does happen. Freya gets an ultimate, but the Infest keeps Thorn alive. He's got nothing left. He's got nothing left.
No
Pestilence goes down.
No EX spacebar here. Veg doing a great job keeping the pressure on and forcing members of Don't Read This to use their mobility before even ultimates come out. That was impressive. Well done. Impact picks up round number 1. Someone said, and this is what I love. Jeremy in chat says what we're basically doing and what we're saying when we go to a Sandwich Way. We're saying Happy Valentine's Day. Clean this up.
Pretty much.
That's basically.
I'm putting trash all over your store.
Yeah, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
It's just for you though on Valentine's Day.
It's for the show.
Would you rather no one do anything for you or someone do something mean for you?
Oh wow, I think you're gonna learn a lot about a person based on their answer.
1.
That is very true. Chat, what you got? Don't read this. Can they keep this even? Impact seem to have found a team composition. Appears through this. Freya bullying about. She's got oil. This time counter no hit. Posty selfed.
The Posty was selfed. A pull into the portal. Look at that. I love God of putting the portal there in front of Thorn. Oh, Esmo is going to find value. No. He was walking out of it, but when I say no, I mean Thorn.
I got hit.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
See that? Thorn also.
Yeah.
About to go down.
She's lightning.
Oh my gosh. Look at this.
And Pestilence is dead.
Impact just is absolutely
running
over. Yeah, right when I say that.
Will we get a cross kill? Pestilence.
So support gone for Don't Read This.
Iva's got ult.
Red team.
Oh my God, she flamethrower to dodge counter and then she hit the counter. Doesn't feel great.
No. Again, the beauty of flamethrower does not proc counters. It's just a constant stream of damage.
Red team wins the round.
Impact finding a second one. Woo! Woo-wee! Bloods in chat said he believes that Xander took Paloma's role as the healer.
Makes sense though. I mean, honestly, Paloma was mostly used for her ability to get her teammates out of danger.
And Xander now has that.
3,
I agree.
Fight.
It is other side for 3 people. Yeah, yeah. It's an amazing like timed other side that you can place in just such fun places. Here we go. Will Impact go up 3-0 to Don't Read This? So far, they have just been doing it.
They have been at least trying to. Esmo trying to build up to that ultimate. He's going to get panicked. They're going to secure orb. That's big for him.
That's a good flamethrower. They're on to Freya. She's forced to use the ultimate.
Double ult right after each other. They're going to at least find some value, but not nearly as much as they wanted. Thorn's looking unbelievably low. The silence and push. His burrow is now down. He's relying on his Quarterfinals to save him, but he gets sheeped instead. Almost has his ultimate. Freya might go down first.
Yeah, here we go.
The ult through 2 plus the orb.
Blue team won.
And they're going to secure it, and they're going to find Freya. Is there a cross-kill opportunity here? If anyone, it'd be on to Thorn. No, it looks like he is going to save himself, get stabilized. Esmo gets pulled in. He's going to fall. Will Xander do a 1v3? Portal out right in the center. I like it. Stay aggressive. Spacebar away. Oh, no. Barb.
BE aggressive, said Xander.
BE aggressive. Don't read this.
Blue
This ain't
team
Impact. We're not going to let you
wins
stomp
the
on us. We got one map. We're going to take 2. Again, final. This is the finals. Whoever gets to 2 maps first, $350 to them. The title of BattleRekt Valentine's Day Special, and the taker home of
$350.
our love.
1.
In our love.
Fight.
Yeah,
Mostly our love.
mostly.
If they'd like to trade in their money for love,
Yeah.
we'll accept. Tangle onto Xander. Esmo again just building up energy so quickly with the stun and the pull. He's going to have to use his arcane, not going to find any value out of the barrier. He's used space as well. He's actually a sitting duck, and Thorn wants him. Thorn's hunting him down. Notice that there's nothing to pull him in.
Freya getting panicked out of the counter. She has nothing available for this flamethrower. She's going to take most of it, gets a little bit of the shields, and then has to get portaled out of there. Finds some orbs. Impact, though, does secure the center orb for themselves. Uh-oh. There's that combo. You see an Impact into the ult. The enemy can't do anything.
God. She literally in-capped Iva and then
Ulted,
ulted her
then
and then
portaled
countered. No, she countered and got hit and then in-capped her again and then portaled out. Wow. Thorn gets melted.
Bye-bye, says Xander.
Then he's got his ult. We're going to see a big, fat M2. Little bit.
Red team
One
won
on the enemy, one on the orb.
I like it. Splitting that up. Again, one of the fun things about using that Xander ultimate, you think about, all right, all the angles, right? There are times where you can even ult over a wall, and then you can, let's say you're too low to be in the fight, but you got an ultimate. You can still pressure orb. You can still get damage without being damaged yourself, because you've got now this clone of you that's going to do your M2s and your M1s. I think it's really fun. I think we've been seeing God of ults a little less. He usually uses it in situations like that where it's a 2v1. More often he relies on that spotlight or on the EX space. Watch God of use his EX space, because again, it applies that debuff that increases the damage that they take, and it's super important. He does a good job of keeping that up on the enemies. Here we go, Impact up 3-1 against Don't Read This. Starting out counter, gonna get hit.
Another counter. They're just hitting every Frey counter.
Look at Iva!
What on earth happened to you, Iva?
Oh, you got the space bar, but now what? There we go, the EX space to get that little chunk of damage. They're going to leave Iva alone. She's got a rocket. Not going to find any value there. Oh, Xanox. Got to be careful. Find some orbs. But look at this Freya now. Might go down.
Trying to find it. No value in the ultimate. Maybe just to separate them. But another counter gets hit. Freya has gotten every single one of her counters smacked this round.
Red team claimed the orb.
One wants to kill the stun. She sits there, but everyone's getting pulled in. No one gets hit. Freya's so incredibly low. Just trying to keep Thorn at bay.
Here we go. Might be going down for those bottom orbs, but he's just going to pick those up. A nice pull right onto Thorn with the silence. This might be it.
One to get a cross kill.
Yep, Freya might go down. Oh, into the portal. Look at that. Ivan falls as well, and that is another round for Impact, but it was, that could have gone either way. Freya was just dabbling with death, dancing with death.
I couldn't think of another one.
Walking the line.
Walking the line between death and life.
Hey man, that's us. That's humans.
That is true.
Walking in line.
It's impressive just to wake up in the morning.
It is. Quite impressive. Here we go. Will Impact 5-1. Don't read this to pick up map number 2. Will we go into 3 maps? I don't know.
A lot of value on Freya counter. A lot of it. She holds it for so long. She still has yet to cast it. There it is. Finally, it knew what happened. She ran out of everything. She's got a huge shield, though. Spotlight as well coming down to try and heal her. Heal her up at least a little bit, but again, she's just staying in there, building up so much shield. Another spotlight for her, another counter not hit now. This is really good for Blue. They haven't given him the raw value, but Thorn, he just stays in. There's the ultimate from Esmo to pull him in. He might just die here.
With the Thunderstruck from Freya, that is so much damage. And look at Iva just kind of knows it's over. Just doing a little fun flash show with her ultimate. Pestulous falls. Xanox is left, and ladies and gentlemen, happy Valentine's Day. We are going into map number 3. Impact 5-1ing. Don't read this.
Couldn't get much better than that. Matter of fact, it won't.
Because it can't.
It literally can't. Literally can't get any better than this.
Well played.
Well played.
Got a flower in my cup.
Just drink through it. All my cups and mugs are empty.
These things smell real interesting.
What does?
The flowers.
You mean the plastic?
Yeah.
Wow. God.
Are you allergic to these flowers?
No.
Strawberries?
Oh, God. My sneezes hurt.
Chocolate?
What a poor genetic thing to get from my father. He has the same problem.
They're painful.
Sneezes suck.
Really?
Yeah, my sneezes suck.
My stepdad, and I do not know how he is still alive because this happens while driving, but he sneezes like this. I kid you guys not. Are you ready? Wait, yeah. Yeah, you ready? It's like this. And we're like, Barry, you okay? And that's how he sneezes. That's literally, I'm like, how in the world? And I love him. And I'm like, that's the most unique sneeze I've ever heard. Barry, I love your sneezes, but man, how have you not run off the road? Like, how do you do that while driving?
I imagine he's learned, like, lock arms, lock arms.
We're like, every iframe that he sees, like, out of the sneeze.
Let's get in the replay while he falls apart. Thorn getting thorned. This is the double ultimate. This is the true Venn diagram.
Yeah, this is where death happens.
Esmo ults, and Freya's like, man, I don't want you getting kills. Sounds lame.
Like, right in the center.
Everybody.
Even pushes him just a little bit further. Just the
He actually took damage from both.
Yeah.
Oh my God, VR.
VR guy.
Check it out, check it out, check it out.
So Esmo throws it.
There it is. He throws it. It's going to pull him, and then he also gets an M2. Silence pull. Bam, 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 bam.
I love that placement, too, because here's what's even taking it a step further. The only place that Thorn could have gone and remained safe is up in that right corner, which was away from the rest of his team.
Yeah, which is not that safe.
So they placed that Venn diagram so perfectly that it's like, hey, you can escape this if you want. You're going to be further away from your team, and your escape's going to be down. So you're basically dead either way. Well played from Impact.
Oh, this is great.
And we are going into a map number 3. So while we wait to get into the next draft, there's a game with marshmallows that people play.
I'm not doing this.
Really?
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, but I want to see who's better.
I need a bag in case I throw up.
Yeah, can we? Yeah, let's get a bag. Hey, what we'll do is we'll do this final map. We'll get like a bucket, so just in case we like vomit into it later. But we'll do it after the final. We'll do it after the final match. How about that?
Yeah, you get to heard of Chubby Bunny.
We're gonna do Chubby Bunny. Because the game is how many you can put in and say Chubby Bunny without what? Without
not being able to say Chubby Bunny. The problem is it's a disgusting drooly game, and I don't really want marshmallow drool in my chin for the rest of the day.
Yes,
you do. You know, nothing says that guy's friendly at his local sandwich way.
Like a guy coming in covered in marshmallow juice, just
throwing flower petals.
Happy Valentine's Day.
All right, guys, look, it's been an amazing day so far.
It's been a great day.
Probably one of the best Valentine's days of my life. Sorry, everyone I've celebrated Valentine's Day with prior to this.
It's a big, yeah.
It's a big one.
This is a big one.
I've celebrated at least 3 other Valentine's days.
This has been, yeah, I agree.
Not only is it a great day because it's Valentine's Day, but tomorrow's my birthday. And I'm not big into birthdays.
Yeah, which is interesting to me.
And I say that, and then my roommate gives me a bunch of crap. He's like, "What, you talk about it all the time." I love being able to spend time with people.
Right.
But I'm not like, all right, we're going to go
Party,
on a big trip
right,
and do all this stuff. And if you don't get me stuff, I'm going to be offended.
Right. You just like hanging out with friends.
So it's like a double whammy for me. I'm calling this my birthday Valentine stream. Don't read this with Lucy. I think Impact should stick with it. I think Digital should stick with Esmo, Freya, with Vague. Jade.
Interesting.
Xanox switching to Jade. She is probably the best, or one of the strongest, I'll say, because best is a harsh vocabulary word. One of the strongest range champions right now. Pretty much any basic rotation of her abilities makes her so frustrating to punish.
You were surprised that she didn't get touched in the patch.
I was. Is surprise the word?
I don't think surprise is the word.
What is it that's on? Triggered.
Hardcore triggered.
Hardcore triggered.
Yeah.
As a Bako main.
It was like scrolling through the patch notes, passing where the J's would be,
and then taking my monitor and throwing it over my head.
Everyone in the office was like, "What? Oh,
well,
Jay,
because
Jay didn't get touched."
Here's in my fantasy world again as a Bako main.
Guys, this is a peek
only
into
as a
his,
Bako main.
Ladies, take notes. This is his fantasy
As a fantasy,
world.
I scroll down, right? I see who comes before Jade.
Yeah. Jumon.
Freya, right? Jumon comes after Jade. Freya, right? And I scroll, I see Jade. And it says, patch notes. We've noticed that Jade's, had a pretty good time against all the Bako players. So we've decided to make a couple changes. Bullet point, deleted.
I thought it was going to be Jade, deleted. We removed Jade from the game.
This is the change we've made. She's been erased.
Jade's a support now.
Jade's a support. Her M1's heal.
Yeah, she shoots healing. She shoots water, like water guns.
And instead of a silence, her E actually just heals her opponent. That's what I'd like to see. Don't worry. I think Jade's a fine. I don't think she's OP, but as a Bako player,
there are certain matchups that are tough.
It's the same as taking each finger and snapping them one by one every round until I have no more fingers left. That's what it feels like.
Wow. That's quite the analogy. Chat, man. Chat, you guys are so full of love today. I love it.
Oh man.
What do you mean there's no girls in chat? My mom and grandma both watch. I guess they're women. They're ladies.
Does it really? I guess. Yeah.
They're ladies.
No, whatever.
There may not be girls in chat, but there are ladies. Look at that pony. That beautiful Valentine's Day pony Your Nightmares rocking. Here we go. We're going to our final map in our final match for EU. Who is going to leave on a high note? Will it be Don't Read This? Will it be Impact? Starting off strong, Your Nightmare getting sheeped and taking a little bit of damage there. Getting it healed back up. Center control looks like it's trying to figure out who it's going to go to.
I want to see how this Jade swaps out. She's actually doing a decent job against this Freya right now. But again, losing orb control. Esmo already with an ultimate. There it is, trying to find Thorn. Not the best placement, though. Thorn easily able to just WASD, not even pulling a cooldown. But there it is, Freya finding damage onto 2. The sheep right after, trying to punish Lucy. But there it is, she puts the go down the shield, tries to keep Freya safe from too much damage.
Ooh, right when she comes down the portal, a nice panic there from Randler. Gonna send Freya way out of the fight, forced to mount back up. But Impact is going to find another orb. 69% on Impact to 50 on Don't Read This. And I like the choice there of Lucy to goo on herself instead of rolling.
Thorn got his ultimate. There it is. He goes for orb instead of Freya. She just goes in. She just wants to. I can't. I tried to play through it.
Oh no! Not again! Oh, not again! I gotta think about what I said. Oh no!
I tried to.
Oh, I know. Thank you for trying. I lost it. I couldn't do it. Oh no!
Impact.
All right, Impact. Pick it up. Round number 1. All right. Whew. Oh, man. Lucy, I like the fact that she ulted on herself instead of using that roll. It forced Freya to get out of the way. It forced a portal to be used. And if she rolled away, then Freya would have just stayed on top of her. And her energy would be down for the threat. So, round number 2. Portal on Freya. Going up above the wall. I love watching Vague on Freya because he just bounces around so much. It seems like he has such a good, just kind of a mind of where his cooldowns are. Because it seems like he's just currently bouncing.
And he's very confident going in. Oh, there it is. She has the iframe, but she's going to take a snapshot anyways. Jade wants to go in, hits the counter, but pushes her away with the junk shot. In the meantime, her allies are getting low. Yeah, you'll see Lucy needing to swift roll out of there. Ultimate.
Oh, it finds 2 right when Xander. I think Gata might have just portaled over there.
Can he get out? No, he couldn't portal himself in time. Oh, he can. His teammate's the one that died.
So he goes down. Impact losing a member. Gata extremely low as well. This is going to be tough. So we don't read this in a pretty good position. Going for center orb. Wow. They're going to give it to Dizzler. I don't care.
And red team got the orb.
We got a kill. It's fine.
So close.
Don't read this getting around of their own.
Blue team wins the
I like the pressure there a lot on Jade. Oh, look at that Thorn weapon.
Oh, it's the new one.
Really cool. Beautiful.
It's from the new patch.
Your Nightmare, that's beautiful.
You know, aside from the fact that like your name's your Nightmare.
Sometimes the most intense, intimidating nightmares are the dreams that just seem normal.
What's funny is like seeing his name typed out, I just see it as a name. But I imagine if it was like a real situation where someone's talking about like, who is that? It's like, that's your nightmare.
I never thought about that. That's pretty sick.
Pretty sick.
Facing off against your Nightmare.
Who'd you lose to? Your Nightmare.
Ooh.
Bear, you're now down on a Thorn. Oh, and Clarity Potion's down. This is it. They're just going to go in on Lucy. She has just enough energy now finally to get the swift roll. And they're just going to keep following her. This is it, melting her down. Barrier's back on rotation, but they just want to keep punishing, and they do so. That is the punishment you can put on a Lucy. That is the con to playing Lucy.
Here's the thing, it's still early on, and the other members of Don't Read This are pretty healthy. They might be able to, oh, no, never mind, Jade. Jade just got silenced. Almost getting sheep there, doing a nice job. WA is staying out of it, but we see here in the top of the place, I know a lot of times people feel like, oh, like the rounds just go either one way or the other. Why is that? Well, it's for reasons like this. If these players are at such a high level, if one mistake is made, the other team capitalizes on it so hard that it's just over, right?
Yeah.
And then the snowball just goes. Very rarely do you see, you know, it's like a mistake being made and then the other team allowing them to come back. And if they do, then that is on their opponents. For you shouldn't allow them. If they've made a mistake and you're punishing them, keep punishing them as long as you can.
Well, the moment you let up pressure is when you allow them to, you know, when we use the terminology of reset. You let them slowly get all their cooldowns back until they're just as much of a threat. But if you can constantly make them use things just to negate damage in your favor and you're in control of that, the moment you let up is when you lose that control. But again, we've seen it happen even earlier today. When you go too hard, you then might die the moment you get the kill. So then you're going for the trade, and is that worth it for your team comp?
Someone asked in chat, is this the new Freya? Yes, we are on the most recent patch. So this Freya, her Electric Shield and the Thunderclap both now ignore global cooldowns. So that's the big change from Freya this time.
I don't know if it's a big change, but that is the change.
The huge, biggest change I think I've seen in a Freya. She's a new woman. She's a new woman.
Woman.
Those Freya lords.
Thorn has the ulti, goes in, he uses the space. Freya again just ulting right into it.
Gosh.
The Esmo ultimate to get the final hit, and the Lucy Goo wasn't enough to protect her. Or him.
Impact. Nice.
I don't know what Thorn is.
Impact using that combo again of the Esmo Freya. And I like Esmo. We've seen him paired with Ashka's. We've seen him, when he's paired, he uses that ult to either bait out mobility for another ultimate on your team, or if you can just time it well. Oh, it looked like Jade just spacebar into the Freya ult. Oh no, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Impact picking up their third round. 2 away from being Week 9 champions. Will Don't Read This be able to find the chink in Impact's armor? This violin is so intense.
It really is.
Cello, maybe, perhaps. Probably cello.
Oh, I've been yelling too much. My beautiful voice is slightly shot.
Yeah.
Real crisp. Impact 2 rounds away from taking it. Will they be our final European victors?
Along the line.
Portal pulling out Freya. No, putting in Freya. She's just decided to go find Lucy. Esmo's trying to do the same, and they're doing exactly what they did last time by the body block from Thorn. Oh my god, they're all grouping up. This is perfect for an Esmo ult. He's almost got it. He's found it. All their cooldowns are getting used. Even more so, they just won't let go. They refuse to let go.
Oh, I love it. Right now, Impact's like, we are going to cause such chaos. In that chaos, we're going to find our ultimates, and we're just throwing it. Because if you've got mobility, cool. We're going to find and kill you. But we're pretty sure you don't because it has been hectic to this point. What a victory there from Impact. 1 round away from taking this finals. They were down a map. They picked up this one. And it looks like they are good to find their second.
No room to breathe, which is exactly what would help someone like Lucy excel.
VR Man, are you excited? Wait. Oh, what? Oh, he's not. Oh, it's
Are
with
you sad?
It's with his loved ones.
Oh my God.
VR Man.
3.
Happy Valentine's Day.
VR guy, here, grab a chicken leg.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Have yourself a nice greasy chicken leg. Make you feel better. We gotta find VR girl for him.
VR girl.
VR girl, if you're out there.
Uh-oh, Freya didn't get a counter hit. She got stunned. She got silenced. She just spacebars back in. Doesn't care.
No.
Vague. Understands one thing, and it's murder and chase.
At the highest degree.
Literally, he has to stop.
Look at that, it's gonna find
Swift
Jade.
roll's gone. Swift roll's gone. Oh, and then pulled back in. The Esmo ultimate gets the kill. Is that it? They get the second kill. Impact are looking to take our final European
What
week.
a bunch of monsters! Esmo, Freya, and Xander, the non-stop aggression. The first couple rounds were kind of feeling it out, and then they're like, hey, we found out what works. We're just going. We're just pedal to the metal. The power of love, your nightmare, conceding it to Impact, your Week 9 Valentine's Day champions. Congratulations. $350 going your way. Don't read this. Congrats on making it to the finals. Congrats on taking home $150. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. What an amazing show.
Seriously.
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 Seriously?
That was sick. As I'm sure frustrating as it is to go against a Fresno Aya, or Ezia, I guess.
Ezia. I like Ezia.
That's the name of an album.
Is it?
No, it's the name of a cologne or perfume. Ezia.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Would you like to buy yourself some Ezia?
Ezia.
It smells like chocolate and plastic.
Huh.
Yep. Because I don't think anyone washed this before they put the chocolate.
No, we actually got told no. No, they did
Yeah,
not.
so I'm pretty sure we're also eating like remnants of plastic and
Metal shards.
metal shards.
Yeah, because like little like shavings of metal. I mean, anything in the boat on the way here.
Where did this chocolate come from?
It says right there.
Oh, where did this thing come from?
Oh,
Ooh, found some chocolate.
found some chocolate.
All right, guys. Amazing gameplay. I heard. Is that a replay I heard?
Yeah.
Hello? It was. This is at the end. Again, the flawless hunt. Esmo getting panicked. He's like, you know what? I'm actually going to take this pull. I'm cool with this. I'm going to ride Thorn's pull to help kill his friends. Put this on a Lucy. Get the silence. Pull her back in. She can't do anything. She had no more roll, and they knew it, which means that pull was a free hit.
The pull, again, the pull with the silence, the pull is amazing. The fact that it adds a silence, it's like Destiny's, right? You get hit with this thing, and you're silenced. So it's like, and you just got moved. So you want to escape, and you can't. There's always some good free damage you can get on that. I really like Esmo paired with Xander because both of them have this ability to kind of just jump all over the map. Xander can use his portals for the other allies that maybe don't have as much mobility as he does. And it was just really fun to play the constant aggression. Here's some highlights from that last match, you guys. Amazing games from both Don't Read This and Impact. Again, congratulations to both of you. Impact now, I believe that takes their win total to 6. 6 out of the 9 BattleRekt broadcasts.
I can't believe God got out of that alive.
The bunny. Yeah.
That was actually insane.
The bunny hops for sure.
Then got the kill as well. I'm loving seeing these Xander plays. Again, he's relatively new in comparison to a lot of the champions that we see in our tournaments. So, excited to see what people are able to pull off with him. Sadly, this is the last day we'll get to maybe see what they can do with him. At least, again, indefinitely. This is the final BattleRekt Reborn of like this section of tournaments that we're doing.
For Europe, yeah.
For Europe, at least, we have North America in just a few short hours. So be sure to stick with us, stay tuned in.
Please do, yeah.
Think of it as your Valentine's gift to us.
Yeah.
Is watching us.
Yeah, we love again, we love having people in chat. We love talking to you guys. I had a blast while In the Flesh was casting, just talking to people in chat. And so again, thank you to In the Flesh for being here. Hopefully everyone enjoyed his amazing, brilliant mind. We're going to have him back for NA so he can. What I'm excited to see, I'm going to ask him after this, is like what he sees the main difference anywhere. I'm just so excited.
Anywhere and everywhere
is the main difference between NA and EU as what he sees.
Yep.
As far as an analyst, like what are those big points, and hopefully he can talk a little bit more of that too. NA, but we've got our story of the day. The narrative is done. Let's see what she wrote. Hearts in the air following Impact's victory. First in the quarterfinals, 2-0ing the Demon's Servants. Moving on to 2-0 Peruvian Prodigies, the team that they lost to a few weeks ago. And there we have it in the finals. 2-1ing Don't Read This after going down one map, finding the next two to be our BattleRekt EU Week 9 champions.
Impact going home with $350. Their opponents going home with $150 still for coming in second place.
Yeah.
And that is going to be...
We recognize how intense that is.
We have $500 left to give away.
That's crazy. We've gone from $9,000 to $500.
We've given away $8,500 in the last 8.5 weeks.
Yeah.
9 weeks.
My banker is going to be so mad.
Usually this is around the time where we'd say, hey guys, don't forget to tune in next week and a cool little thing comes up. But I shed a tear.
Yeah.
I shed a tear because that is not happening today.
Yeah.
And again, this does not mean we're gone forever. We're gone until I get a phone call that says that they will accept my contract of $6 billion.
And I get a courier pigeon.
That is all he asked for.
That's all I want.
Clearly negotiate differently.
That's all I want.
Seriously though, happy Valentine's Day. I'm so glad for those of you that did stick around and watch us. A small little note. You know, I said it earlier. I don't particularly follow all the Valentine's rules.
Yeah.
Whether I'm in a relationship or not. I don't know. I think in reality, what you should do is use Valentine's as a reminder to love everybody around you.
Yeah.
Not to be too emotional and too sentimental, but just remember.
I believe in Finland, it's not called Valentine's Day. It's like called Friend Day, and it's not about like the significant other. It's just like enjoy your friends.
Yeah.
Like tell them you love them. Like just remember like how awesome it is to be surrounded by people. Period.
Well, it's crazy, and this is something I think about sometimes. And this is just going to be kind of our big wrap-up of the show since our theme was Valentine's Day. What?
The coup de grace?
Coup de grace?
Coup de grace. Yeah, the P silent, right?
I think so, but all silent letters are the same, so it really doesn't matter.
That's true. That's true.
You know,
Peace de
when you think about your life, right? You've had all these complications, all these difficulties, all these moments that changed you permanently, or maybe didn't at all. Things that upset you and things that make you sad. You know, however many years you've been alive. Every person that you see out there has done their own experiences through that much amount of time. Yeah. It's pretty nuts when you think about it. So everyone has reasons for why they do things. So just take a step back today, relax, try not to rage, try not to get too upset.
Yeah.
Enjoy the fact that you are here and the people around you are here, that you've got friends, that you've got family. And if you don't, enjoy the fact that you can sit here and watch this show
and play video games.
With us and play some video games.
Video games are fun. Play them.
Either way, don't conform to everybody else. Do you. Have some fun. Love.
Period.
If you want to.
Love.
Honestly, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Love.
All right, that's the end. I'm done being sappy. We're going to be back in how many hours? What time is it? 1:25.
Yeah.
We're going to be back in about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we're going to go to Sandwich Way.
We're going to go to Sandwich Way. We're going to be back in 3.5 hours with North America. So please stick around. Tell your friends. Let's have some fun. We got a couple more fun, stupid things to do with you guys. We're going to leave this on. Yep. Not turning it off. Leave it on, see what it can collect. I want to see what kind of flavors it can gather.
Some flies.
In this warehouse.
Yeah,
or at your mother's basement, I think is where we
yeah. Mom!
From myself, Final Carpet. And from the wonderful Toaster Loading. And from In the Flesh, thank you so much for being here. He's not gone forever. He'll be here for North America. We thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you very soon.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Come here, you.
Happy birthday.
Come here.
Oh, God.
I was gonna